for tuning in to the nation. The name is Law Nation. We're going to talk about this heading into cut day. You guys know how it goes. Some people are already cut, but it's cut day time. Y'all know how it goes from here at Cowboy Nation. Come on. Be sure on your way in to smash the like button. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when you want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Yo. VIP, baby. I see you. Jay Versick in the house. Let's get it. Come on. As the room fill up, be sure to let a friend or a neighbor know where to go. They want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond.
The dark. I was born in it.
What's up, everybody? What's good? Happy Monday as we kick off the start of the week. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in and being part of this beautiful episode. We're going to talk about a few things, especially what's on my mind with this team, and of course, heading into the opening week of the real season when everything counts, right? And we're gonna really do this thing the right way, the proper way of giving you guys the information that's needed. Yo, took me a minute to set this thing up. Appreciate everybody, man. But before we go into more details with heavy hearts, with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Troy Aikman, he spoke about the loss of Ernie, and if you grew up in this era, you know who Ernie is. And he says, Troy Aikman says on his Instagram, lost a good one today. Ernie Zampese was one of the best, one of the brightest offensive minds in the history of the game. Many of his offensive concepts are still being used to this day. He was my offensive coordinator in Dallas from 1994 to 97. One of my most memorable moments was winning the Super Bowl, and of course, Arizona in 1995, and Ernie getting the Super Bowl ring that had alluded to his Hall of Fame career. A friend, a mentor to so many. Prayers are with his wife, Joyce, son, Ken, and his entire family. Rest in peace, Ernie. It was difficult for me to even read that. I apologize. But that's Troy Aikman words right there. And I thank everybody for tuning in, and hope all is well with his family, especially Joyce, and as well as Ken. You guys put some prayer emojis in the house, and then also put RIP Ernie if you can. Rest in power, right? Cowboy Nation. So with all of that being said, Cowboy Nation, we're back at it. Baby, it's sad, but we all got to taste death, right? One way or another is waiting for us, and it's just sitting there saying, okay, your time is near. Your time is near, right? No one knows the day nor the hour. Unless they try to take it themselves. But that's the story of another day. So R.I.P. Ernie, man, he was a brilliant offensive mind, right? Like Troy said, from 94 to 97. And, of course, we were able to lift up that Lombardi trophy in the 95 year. And I wish that the Cowboys were able to figure out things better for that era right there on the latter end, opposed to what happened on the front end or the mid ends of the 90s. But it's a story that we can all live and say, yeah, man, we went through that moment, Cowboy Nation. We did. So RIP, shout out to you, Chris. So cut day time, or right around the cut aspect of it. That's going to be a difficult situation, right? The quarterback, speaking of quarterback, let's start off with the quarterback. We got Dak Prescott, of course. He's uncuttable at this point. But if you want Dak Prescott to be cut, let me know, right? No, I'm just playing with y'all. They ain't cutting Dak Prescott. I truly believe that it's down to the final straw between Cooper Rush and Will Grier. But the political press of football, I think that they hold that Minnesota Vikings game real close to their chest, and they're going to lean on keeping Cooper Rush. I think that this team is going to keep Cooper Rush. Although I feel that they're going to go with Will. I feel that they should go with Will Grier. I think that they keep Cooper Rush. They love consistency, right? That model of consistency. So they're going to go with those two quarterbacks right there. Even though we can say probably is Will Grier, and that's just how it goes. Wide receivers, how many wide receivers you guys think that they're going to roll with? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wideouts. CeeDee Lamb, uncuttable. You can't cut CeeDee Lamb. Right? Somebody, King says they're going to go with 7. CeeDee Lamb, uncuttable. Michael Gallup, uncuttable. Jalen Tolbert, uncuttable. Those 3, you know for sure they in the bag. 4, Kevontae Turpin. They'll be a fool to say, hey, man, you know, we going to cut Kevontae. So he's our 4th wide receiver. The 5th wide receiver is a guy that most of people been trying to cut for a long time. And his name is Noah Brown. That's the 5th one, right? And the 6th wide receiver. I wish I had a drum roll or something, you know.
He ain't lying.
I wish I had one of those. But the 6th wide receiver is bound to be Simi Fehoko. To my guy, Brandon Smith. I wanted Brandon Smith to make this team. Here's what I got right here. I would literally keep Dennis Houston over Noah Brown. But if the Cowboys roll with 7 wide receivers, that will be the only way. 6 if they go with that. But if it's 7 wide receiver, you got to put my guy Dennis Houston in the mix. Right? You got to. Dennis Houston to the practice squad is from Leon Lewis. Yep. James Washington, I think that you can roll the dice and just cut him. I think you can. I think you really can. And then come back up and scoop him in on the back end somehow. All right, running backs, baby. Let's go right ahead. Let's go right ahead to running backs. We're moving along pretty fast. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Shout out to you, Lord Nova. Appreciate you for being part of the mix. And shout out to the people that's on the Facebook. Let me just give my Facebook love some quick love, man. Kohler, appreciate you. Mark Shields, Jeff Blackburn, appreciate you. Thank you on the Facebook. Darius Carter, appreciate you. Bonnie Lopez, Keyshawn Alexander, the great, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you on the Facebook. And, yeah, how many running backs? You got 4? Okay, we've been through this list before, Cowboy Nation. Davis is a workhorse, man. That's Terrell Davis' son. I just playing. He ain't Terrell Davis' son. But it is what it is. Let's go. And Zampese, for those who out there, Ernie, he was 86 years of age, man. And wonderful for this organization. All right, so 4 running backs. Ezekiel Elliott, he's uncuttable, right? Tony Pollard, he's uncuttable. My third running back will be Malik Davis. I think that Malik Davis can bring you a little bit more to the table than Rico. Shout out to Rico Dowdle. I'm not sitting here throwing any shade at him, but he'll be my fourth running back if they go with four of them. Look at this. They not even going with fullback, right? And this is why I need, hear me out. This is why I need to see in the backfield Ezekiel Elliott and Malik Davis at the same time. And then you can move Tony Pollard inside the slot. That's lethal by itself because of the mindset and the way Malik Davis runs, baby. And then let Rico be your change of pace guy every now and then. But I'm trying to get people out in space. I got so many creativities, how Malik Davis finishes runs. Look, man, I think that you can probably escape Rico Dowdle on the practice squad. But if not, then you can utilize the four running backs. Davis going to ball, man. He just different, man. I like the way he runs with authority. You with that? Yeah, so I would like, and I'm not saying use Ezekiel Elliott as the fullback, by the way, but I'm just talking about, two back sets, some 20 personnel. Look, you can literally do some mind foolery. Just let me call a few plays. Come on, Jerry. You can do some mind fooleries with three running backs in the back, right? Before the snap. And then right before, the Mike linebacker trying to figure out, hey, what's going on here? Then right before you snap the ball, you can motion doggone Tony Pollard into the slot, something like that, right? You can motion him inside the slot. And then right before the handoff, you could take Tony Pollard and do an end around, and he can be a jet sweep guy with the two running backs. I bet you the defense is going to be looking like, wait a minute, hold on now. Shout out to you, Jay Hughes. I got some creativities, man, with some plays with that. I'll really mess him up. I motion Zeke inside the slot. That really mess him up. They were like, man, Zeke ain't going to do anything. And then y'all saw that play. Y'all saw that play in training camp where Ezekiel Elliott ran a 9 route. Man, shoot. You fool around. Shoot, you fool around. That's what the problem is. We got too many good weapons, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Yes, run some wishbone in that thing. Yeah, VIP. Law, submit your request. Rejection. Dikembe Stephen Jones. But, all right, so tight ends. I got Dalton Schultz, Jake Ferguson. Can we put Sean McEwen on the IR thing? And Peyton Hendershot. Who y'all got? Can we do that to Sean McEwen? Because 49, I just like the way he runs his routes, right? He can climb the ladder a little bit. I see potentials in 49. Peyton Hendershot, I see a lot of it. And shoot, when you go back and watch that preseason game, the nastiness of 48, the way he blocked down inside, I was like, wait a minute, that Moose? 48 is pretty good too. Dalton Schultz, we have yet to see him in this 2022 season. I'm quite sure Dalton Schultz will still be Dalton Schultz. Shout out to you, Sadiq with Charles. Yeah, appreciate you so much. Unseen, Unheard. I love that name, by the way. Unseen, Unheard. That's a cold-blooded name on YouTube, man.
Simply because you don't have evidence to.
I love it. Let me go back up and see what you said, Unseen, Unheard. It went away. It was good. You had a good point there, though. Put it down again. I got too many people in the chat. It's moving too fast. It was somewhere, but you had a good point. I should have read your point before I pressed that drop. But neither here nor there. Special teams, Brian Anger, Brett Maher, Jake McQuaid, or however you say his name, and C.J. Goodwin. Those will be the special teams ace over there. I need to figure out a way to, and we're gonna drop back and talk about C.J. Goodwin. But I'm rolling the dice. I'm really rolling the dice on C.J. Goodwin. So he's a maybe. All right, offensive lineman, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we go with 9 offensive lines or 10? 9 or 10. Tyler Smith, of course, Tyler Biotis, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele, Forniak making his team, Matt Walesko making his team, Joshua Ball is your swing tackle, believe it or not. That's just how the Cowboys roll. I don't think that they are willing to run off from a draft pick in his second year. I don't think they will do that. I know a third of you guys say, get Josh Ball up out of here, man. You know, get him up out of here, baby. Get Joshua Ball up out of here, man. That's what y'all would say. Where the taps? Play the taps for Josh. Well, I think that they're going to keep. Isaac Alacon is a guy that I think that they're going to really put him back on that international pool, and he'll be back next year. I think they got a space for that for this team. Yeah, 61 to 62 out of here. Yeah, 62, I believe, is Braylon Jones. Yeah, he gone, dog. He gone. All right, so far as the other spot for that offensive lineman, they're going to reserve that spot for Tyron Smith. He's going to fall on that, IR, designated to return. I think that the Cowboys still going to roll the dice with Tyron Smith, right? They're going to roll the dice. They're going to say, hey, man, hey, look, this is the craziest thing. They can spin it both ways. They literally can spin it both ways. If we losing terribly bad, they will say, hey, and this is just me talking. Don't hold my feet to the fire. Dear Mamba says shame. 336
shame.
People in here and only 80 likes.
Shame.
Come on, y'all can do better than this, man. Or we can shut it down, man. Which what y'all want to do? Hit the like button, baby. Hit that like button. All right, so this is what they're going to do. If it's negative about the play or what have you, they're going to twist it and say, hey, Tyron Smith could return in December, right? It would return of the Tyron Smith, and he's looking good as far as his recovery, blah, 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 right? And then if we already winning, and then they're going to say, hey, think about this. How much better we going to look when Tyron Smith get here, you know? So those are the things that I know that is at play with Tyron Smith. And I ain't being negative about it nor positive. I'm just giving you guys some objectivity about Tyron Smith. It's just how it is, man. Bone, the meat separated from the bone, that's crazy. The other situation, let's move on. Just keep this in mind too, Cowboy Nation. There will be other teams cutting their players, so that pool will grow, even more of availability. Now, Cowboys have $22 to $23 million just sitting there, so they should have wiggle room to scoop up some guys. They just have to cut and trim some more fat off of their team to keep it right at 53, though. So you can't keep them all, Cowboy Nation. They say best defensive line in the land, right? Let's talk about this. We got two sides of the coin. We got edge guys, and then we have interior guys. Interior guys are guys that play 1 tech, 3 tech, and let's go over this, right? And we got one guy that can play 0, 2 guys actually. But that's the story of a different type of defense. We got D-Law, right? He's on this team. He's uncuttable. Dorrance Armstrong, they gave him the Hollywood treatment. Y'all saw Dorrance Armstrong on the sideline with this shades and everything. This is Dorrance Armstrong on the sideline. They're like I'm a superstar. You know, Dorrance Armstrong kept the shades on. Fowler, they keeping Fowler. They keeping Sam Williams. Sam. And then they got Terrell Basham. They're going to keep Basham. Right? So those are my edge guys. There's 5 of them. I got 5 on it. All right, so the interior guys, in no particular order here. They're going to keep Naver Gallimore. They're going to keep Osa Odighi Azua. They're going to keep Quentin Big Bo Hannah. All right, so we down to 2 more guys. This was a slow death for my guy, Ridgeway, the best way, but they're going to roll the dice on him. And this is mainly because, of the growth aspect of Quentin Bohanna. Oh, Law, how do you know about this? Well, hear me out. Put that butter knife down, too. And let me see if I can pull out those scissors once again. Because people fail to realize those scissors are the truth, right? You pull the scissors out. Uh-oh. Let me delete that one. They don't look too pretty. Let's make it look pretty for y'all. Let me make it look pretty. What about those? Yeah. They look pretty now. All right. The reason why they're going to cut that beard, trim that beard a little bit. The reason why they're going to cut Ridgeway is because of the growth aspect of Quentin Bohanna. Don't you guys know that this particular team normally have one big boy anyway, right? It used to be Antoine Woods, and then before that, of course, you used to have to find, like, man, can somebody hold it down? It would be crazy if this team keep 2 or 3 of them. So I think that Bohanna makes this team because of what he did during this preseason and off season. He's just been a dog out there. And then the other big boy, he's not really a big boy, is that they're going to keep this guy who showed up in the last few games, Tristan Hill. That's what they're going to do. And then this guy who really stepped up, gained some weight, they kicked him inside and was solid, is Chauncey Golston. Now, I want to tell y'all, beautiful people, just because you cut doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, because they're going to try to squeeze you back on the practice squad. It's just a casualty of 53-man roster, and the roster should be at least 62 to 63. It should be, and we wouldn't be having these tough conversations, right? Jay Lombardi, appreciate you. So that's just how it goes. Now, if they keep Ridgeway, I'm happy. Just like if they keep Will Grill over Cooper Rush, I'm happy. But what I'm trying to do is create a roster like the Cowboys will do, right? So that's just how it goes. All right, with that being said, linebackers. They're going to go with 6 linebackers. Have you noticed? I didn't mention Watkins' name, right? Here's what we got right here. Michael Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, Jabril Cox, Anthony Barr, Harper, and Luke, I am your father, Gifford. Now, if it was me, I would figure out a way to keep Malik Jefferson over Luke Gifford. I absolutely love what Malik Jefferson did during his preseasons. Hey, and we got to understand, too, is that the reason why Malik Jefferson looks pretty good too. Where's my button at? Could be way this defense is just coaching, right? Whew, just looking, I seen Luke Gifford try to elevate his game a little bit. But it's not to the levels of what I seen out of Harper, as well as, of course, Malik Jefferson. I think that they're going to scrape, claw, and find a way to get Story Jackson back to this practice squad, right? And I think that they're going to do the same for Ridgeway as well. It's not the end of the road for these guys. It's not. Yeah, the Cowboys do. Javion Jones, I think they do have practice today. They supposed to have a press conference at 12. Let me know if the press conference is going on right now. We'll skip over to the press conference. But that's just how it goes. All right, let's skip over to safeties. And then we'll open up the phone calls for everyone, and we'll go over those things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 safeties. They're going to go with 5. They're going to go with 5 safeties. J-Ron Curse, Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, Izzy, and Marquise Bell.
Want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
I love Tyler Cole, but he is a practice squad candidate. He's going to be on that practice squad, but he was making some plays. But would you cut Bell over Tyler? Would you cut Israel Mukamu over Tyler? Would you cut Donovan Wilson and put Tyler Cole in him? Malik Hooker? You see how this thing goes? Yep. And that's just how it goes with that. Bell is a dog, man, and that's just how it is, man. See, and y'all can't even make your case like, hey, man. And then Tyler Cole, he did a lot of good things with the third team, right? And so it's not like he was doing it with the second team on numerous occasions, right? He came in, he did his thing. I hope, remember, he's a 4.3, 4.4 guy too. He's really fast. I think that they can stash him for one more year, and then he'll have a strong chance to fight to get Donovan Wilson up out of here, right? But for this year, we got to roll with it. All right, let me see. We're always looking to upgrade the roster. Let me see if I can find it. This is news from Stephen Jones. Let me see if they on air. Hold on. Let me see if they on air. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Yeah.
Due respect to the rest of the way this is playing out, it's him.
Yeah, and that's the plan. That's the plan. It's going to be that on the first game. As of right now, they want to make sure that's it, and that's the future of this team. So as I think Mickey wrote this in his headline for his story on the Cowboys website, the future is now at that position.
And in case you were wondering, at this point now, because of some of the things he said, I would be shocked if Hendershot didn't make this team. Like, I know a lot of people already were trending.
Let me see.
We're playing him at guard.
There you go. Y'all supposed to help me out and tell me Stephen Jones
all
alive.
the people that you were just talking
about. Let me rewind.
Labor Day, your events right now.
You know, I call them kids. For most, approximately 30 years old.
This, today.
Let's see if I can get to the front of it.
$500 million was showing SEC and Big 10 and Big 12.
All right, here we go.
45, whatever it is now for them, is like of dollars. What's the
Fort brand?
Right.
Cashman has
Stephen Jones, good afternoon, sir.
All right, now we got Stephen Jones on the line, baby. Y'all bear with me while I set up everything else. All right, so we're going to listen to this Stephen Jones. That's how you build the plane while it's in the air. Shout out to 105.3 The Fan. Let me share this. Be sure to check them out. The link is in the description box. You got to fast forward to the 12:08 time, and let's listen to Stephen Jones.
Stephen.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
How's it going?
How we doing, guys?
We're doing okay.
How you doing, guys? Look at that.
I don't
Bring
know
it
if
back,
you've
Jason
heard
Garrett
already,
words.
but we were just talking about this. Is Ernie Zampese has passed away, and I was kind of hoping Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm bringing that information, and I hate to put you on the spot, and if it's not a good time, I understand, but I'm hoping you could tell us about what he meant to this organization over the years.
Absolutely. Well, it's first of all, it is the first I've heard of it. And,
Wow.
Ernie was so special to our family, to Jerry and myself in particular, but to, the entire Cowboys family, the organization. And, certainly, he just was such an easy transition when Norv, who'd walked in here and done such a great job with Troy and getting us to, winning Super Bowls, and then to be able, and, Norv teed it up for us to transition right into Ernie was just, as smooth as it gets. And, of course, Norv was a student under Ernie, and but Ernie is, to this day, one of the best, if not the best in the business in terms of developing quarterbacks and, designing and developing Super Bowl championship offenses. And, he was not only a great coach, but a great individual, somebody Jerry and I really cherished being around. He had a certain angst I always remember is back when Jerry and I almost always rode the team plane. He had a real serious fear, angst, anxiety to fly. And he really had to get himself in the right frame of mind to get on an airplane. But, he was just a joy. And certainly I know he will be missed. Got to know his son real well, his son as well, real well. And certainly my prayers go out to the entire Zampese family, and, certainly one of the great men in the history of the NFL.
No doubt.
Steven, you guys have a lot to get accomplished in the next couple of days here as far as getting this roster down to 53. What do you think the position is that's given you the most difficulty of saying we got too many good players here that we got to look at?
Well, we've got some moving parts here, and there's a lot of ways, with all the rules concerning how you work your roster. Certainly, there's guys who are going to be on our roster for a day and then move over to the injured reserve designated to return, and we got certainly a guy like Damone Clark who's going right over there, and then will be eligible to return after 4 games. You got guys like Tyron Smith and Washington who will be on for a day and then move over to that category. So there's ways to, strategize and get those guys over and hopefully not have to expose some of the young guys you were concerned about. But,
right.
It is a roster, I believe, with a lot of young depth. And
listen,
defensively, it's probably more weighted toward the defensive side of the ball in terms of our numbers situation. I think we've got great depth as the fronts, the linebackers, and the back end. But it's been a very competitive camp. I think it's made for a real strong camp, and feel good about where our football team is.
Does the perception of lack of preparedness at tackle bother you at all? Because I know a lot of people have been saying that, and I get sense that y'all don't agree that y'all were not prepared for injury contingencies with Tyron Smith.
Hey, before y'all do anything else, y'all tell the like button to lean forward just a little bit. Slap that like button. I want to see all them like buttons, man, get slapped right now, man. Slap it.
Yeah, that's why we drafted. At the end of the day, why we did draft Tyler Smith, and I think we were very much on record as saying we thought he was going to be our future left tackle. We were looking for ways to get him on the field, sooner, and thought, with Tyron coming into camp healthy, Tyron's one of the best in the business when healthy, if not the best, and that's why we're playing him at guard. But I think he's. We really think his long-term future in the NFL is left tackle. That's why we drafted him in the first round to ultimately be our future left tackle. And, I feel good about where that is. And then, of course, let's go back here. You hate he missed 2 or 3 weeks of camp, but, obviously felt good about him. And Ball is really his, he's almost a rookie. He didn't hardly get to pad up any last year. And, he's made progress in camp. So, feel good about that. And certainly the interior spots with Connor McGovern, I think he's had a really solid camp. And Farniak and those type of players, we, feel good about where we're going and what our situation looks like now.
Hey, y'all notice he name dropped Farniak, so he on this team. I love him when he name drop a little bit. He like him.
I say it always. We're always looking to upgrade our roster, and certainly, we'll look to continue to make ourselves better. It's, certainly the offensive line is one where we aren't necessarily loaded with depth there, but certainly something that we'll continue to look at as things come to fruition here over the next 2 or 3 days, as teams are going to have to expose a lot of players, and we'll look at that and look at the veterans that are out there and see if we need to, beef up right there.
Steven, is it Tyler Smith? Is he going to be able to practice today, tomorrow? Is he feeling healthy right now?
Yes, he's ready to go. And barring something
good stuff, Jerry Jr.
He was a green light.
Stephen Jones.
Is the plan at the moment for Tampa for your left tackle then to be an in-house person?
The plan is for it to be an in-house person.
Okay, all right. And I was kind of curious on your thoughts. We didn't get to see a lot of Anthony Barr. What did you feel about Anthony Barr's first game out there during this preseason run?
Well, Anthony Barr is an established veteran in this league that's played at very high levels, and we didn't want to. He came into camp in midstream, and we didn't want to expose him to too much right away. So it was by design that we didn't overuse him, but feel great about what he's going to do to help our defense out.
How are we feeling about I know a lot of people talk about the depth, but I guess the strength of the wide receiving core, and how does that work in cooperation with tight ends, and how many y'all might carry there?
Well, I think, it's pretty well documented. It's starting to seem like these 2 young tight ends have certainly, come through for us. We drafted Ferguson in the 4th, and he's been everything and more we could have hoped for. And then, of course, getting Hendershot as a college free agent, I think is starting to look like a real value for us. And, he's really stepped up. And as you saw the other night, made plays, and game's not too big for him. He's competitive, and I just feel like those 3 tight ends have really earned their way.
Hendershot made the team. Come on. Come on, keep spilling it. Keep spilling it, Stephen Jones. Hendershot made this team. Come on.
On to being a big part of this season. And then, the receiver numbers are we've got some young guys who have really been competitive out there. And when you look at obviously Noah had a solid camp from start to finish. And then you had Simi coming on, and Houston coming on, and Tolbert playing well. So we really feel like we've got a good group out there. And then, of course, you've got Turpin, who's shows how dynamic he can be as a returner. And then certainly Kellen can use him in situations on the offensive side.
All right, so from what I can digest a little bit, or dissect, that's a better way to say it, is that Houston is on his team. Stephen Jones said he loved his young guys. So let's listen to more what he had to say.
Now, Stephen, a couple of weeks ago, my co-host Kevin, his wife gave birth to their first child together, and I know you got the grandbaby that just came into the world. Is there a chance y'all hook up for play dates?
We should. We actually should. I'd never thought it'd be like this, but in terms of just how crazy I'd be about a baby at this point in my life. But when I got my hands on my first grandbaby, which is a granddaughter,
oh wow,
it was incredible. So I'm so happy for my daughter and her husband Cameron, and we did bring little Eugene Elizabeth into the world, and thrilled to have her.
Cam set for life. He the mayor Stephen Jones' daughter. He's set for life in Eugene. Both of those kids, they set for life. Shout out to them.
I know we probably shouldn't do this with kids, but do you already create scouting reports for how different kids could project to the NFL? My son was born very large. I start to wonder if he could play offensive line. That's not right to do, though, right?
Of course not, but I've got mine already slated to be either an All-American volleyball player or she's pretty long, or a lacrosse player. So I can already see she's got the eye of the tiger.
He says, Kevin, 365, 24/7, 365 talent evaluation. So always, no matter what age.
All right. Well, that's how we're doing things.
Akeem, that's a rhetorical question, though, by the way. Is it rhetorical? Is Jay Ronkhurst making his team? Akeem, that got to be let me know if you really, are you serious about asking me that, or you just joking, right? Come on, man.
Appreciate it very much, good sir. Look forward to talking with you all season long right here on The Fan.
Hey, great to be on with you guys, and congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
The baby.
Thank you very, very much. There you go, Stephen Jones. Perhaps the most noteworthy thing right there is Tyler Smith is cleared. He's good to go. And when you talk about in-house candidates, that's the in-house candidate. With all due respect to the rest of the way this is playing out, it's him.
Yeah, and that's the plan. That's the plan. It's going to be that on the first game. As of right now, they want to make sure that's it, and that's the future of this team. So as I think Mickey wrote this in his headline for his story on the Cowboys website, the future is now at that position.
And in case you were wondering, at this point now, because of some of the things he said, I would be shocked if Hendershot didn't make this team. I know a lot of people already were trending in that direction, but then the interesting part is when he talked about, Fehoko, Brown, Houston, you get to a numbers point where I don't know how if all three of those are going to work, at least initially, especially because he said James Washington, Tyron Smith, they'll be on the roster for one day before you switch them over to the IR. So you will see some people get cut that they're clearly already looking to bring back.
Just figure out how.
Yeah, now, y'all heard that they go to cut some people that they've already trying to bring back. Hakeem, KZ been gone for this team for at least 7 months now. He's gone. I don't even know did he make the Steelers? I think the Steelers picked up Hakeem. The Steelers picked up DeMonte KZ, but KZ, shoot, Hakeem, where you been, man? Hakeem, you killing me, man. You my dog, man. When I read your comments, man, what you think? Where you been, bro? Come on, man. Let me move the hearts out the way, man. Come on, man. You can't look. KZ been gone, man. KZ is with Jay-Z right about now. You my guy, King, man. Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, no.
Come on, man. I go live every day, man. Y'all, you know good and well KZ haven't been on this team. Man, come on, man. Man, KZ been gone, man. But one love to you, King, man. You my dog, man. All right, so here's what we got to do. The Cowboys, hard cuts. It's going to be difficult, in my opinion. But somehow they're going to keep all of those wide receivers. And I'm going to look at this list thoroughly and see who can be the guy that they can probably stash away to keep, to bring back, right? So that they can get that ruling. So get that ruling going. Gosh, who can be the guy that they can sacrifice? They can cut that they really want to bring back on. It got to be somebody. It got to be somebody. I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for helping me get to 84,000. That was from Sadiq. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Brandon Smith, Dennis Houston. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I would rather roll out CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, of course, Jalen Tolbert, and Kevontae Turpin. I would rather sacrifice, man. Call me crazy. I got to sacrifice Noah Brown. I don't think, look, I get it, right? I know that other teams may scoop him up. But we pay Noah Brown. I get all of that. But I just truly believe that he will clear waivers. I truly believe Noah Brown clear waivers, man. And if he goes somewhere else, we just tell Noah Brown in his eyes and say, hey, man, just act like you don't want to be there, man. Come back. He already got a rapport with us, right? You know, it got to be somebody that you can do like this. Hey, man, we're going to cut you. We're going to cut you real hard, man. You know? And pull it up like here. We're going to cut you. It's going to hurt. But we're going to bring you back, man. We're going to bring you back. It reminds me of Blue Streak. You remember Blue Streak? And when my guy David Chappelle was like to Martin Lawrence, he said, I know who you are, you know. And he like, you know, I can't be telling you how we going to do this. But I'm going to have to hit you. It's going to hurt a little bit, you know. We got to do Noah Brown like that, man. Good point, Reggie. Noah Brown, and C.J. Goodwin. Those are your two sacrifices that you can cut. I don't think that there's 31 other teams that will look at C.J. Goodwin and value him like we value them, you know. Or you can finesse it because we did it last year with the long snapper. You remember? Army Mom, I think if we cut Nashawn Wright, somebody gonna pick him up. Right? But I think that you can really do C.J. Goodwin, right? Because not everybody value a special team ace like that and sacrifice a roster spot. Let me see who else. Maybe Basham. That's the only person. That's the only other maybe. Luke Gifford, you can cut him. You can slice him up. No, you can't do Jordan Lewis. I think somebody gonna value those 3 interceptions he had last year, and 1 forced fumble and whatever he had 2 sacks. I believe they gonna value that. Tristan Hill, they'll make too much of a splash when you cut him, and then that forced fumble that he had in the preseason game. All right. We got Trayvon Diggs, we got Anthony Brown, we got Jordan Lewis, Dayron Bland, and Kelvin Joseph as my cornerbacks. All right, so for those who've been waiting in the phone room, y'all bear with me for 1 second. Let's get it. The phone number is listed below.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down.
Y'all know how to call and reach out to me. 657-390-7391. I'll be right back.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for life. Keep it super thug my way on this side. Keep it super thug my way on this side. Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real. Whether we East coastin' or we in the hidden hills. In the poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you callin' bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real. Son of God, not a son of Sam. Keep it off the books and keep it coming in. Bitch, the OFC, what I'm coming in. The inside caramel just like 100 grand. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for life. Keep it super thug my way on this side. Keep it super thug my way on this side. Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for life. Keep it super thug my way on this side. Keep it super thug my way on this side. Heard you moving funny, had to cut you off. Had some more friends like my brothers, I can't trust it all. Same ones in your corner on the scene fall. Now I only need a hand to count the ones who ball with me. Down to fall with me.
718, you live, baby.
Hey, what's up, Law?
Nothing to it.
I'm a new listener, so
okay.
I'm glad I found you, man.
Well, I'm glad that you're calling in, man. Come on, talk to me.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. So listen, I'm 26 years old, man.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have hope like 10 years ago as a teenager with these Cowboys, but now it's just like a dread every time we go into the season, you know? And, man, I'm worried about these receivers, bro, because even like when Dak had Amari and all this stuff,
right,
we still only get out in like the first round of the playoffs, man. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Dak's going to be able to carry this team with like the lack of receiver help?
Well, Dak had Amari Cooper his first time, and it was like half of a season, right? Like a little piece of a season, and that was his third year ever, right? That was his third year playing football. So it's kind of like waiting for Justin Herbert or any of these younger quarterbacks. Third year before they gave him a young wide receiver. I get it. We had Dez Bryant, but he was more on the latter part of his career, tailing off or what have you. And it's kind of like that. Can you imagine Burrows, Mahomes without Tyreek Hill into his third year? So I think that when people look at Dak Prescott, for all of those long droughts, because you see majority of your lifetime with Jason Garrett as the head coach, right? 13 years. So 13 minus 26. Yeah, man. So you went through a long spell of mediocre football. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. That's just horrible, man, to be in that time space. And then you listen to a guy with like me talking objectivity and positivity, then you'll be like, nah, man, it's the same old Cowboys. But I can tell you that this team should be prepared differently, and this is going into Mike McCarthy's third year, and I think that this team with Dak Prescott should get to the playoffs.
Consistent. Well, hey, man, you know, that's why I need you, because that positivity is real, man. So I appreciate it. Let me give you a quick, how about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. See, I love the caller, but I do also understand where he's coming from. Right? I mean, in his a big chunk of football of his life, it was forever the Cowboys not going back to the playoffs, right? So the last time the Cowboys went back to the playoffs was it Wade Phillips? Right? Right? And it was split, right? The 06-07, right? 06-07, right? Jeez, that's a long time to be living in this type of misery, you know, of the Cowboys not being consistent. So it is what it is. I got the next caller from the VIP lounge from the 860. You're live.
Lord VIP, baby.
Yeah. Hey, you got to do me a favor, fam. I'm gonna create like a little slide. I'm gonna create a slide for you, man. So when you call in, you know, I need a dope picture of you like in a suit or something. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on a fancy car, you know, and I'm gonna have that slide going through, and then we're like, this is my guy, the VIP. So send that to me, man. You know how to get in contact with me.
Say less, Law. We got that in your DM ASAP.
Yeah.
But let me address my Cowboys. First of all, let me address these Eagle fans in our DMs. I watched the Eagles, bro. Somebody dropped a 40 burger on the Eagles yesterday. You might need that Eagles fan in here, man. Look,
somebody dropped 40 on them.
Yeah. Somebody dropped the 40 burgers, and now they in our chat talking about what they D-line going to do to our O-line. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh, man.
We won our division last year. People talking like Dak's career has been so horrific that you like Dak had what's my boy, a Ryan Leaf or one of these careers. Like, look, Dak is a winner.
Yeah.
And I need y'all to just, our Cowboy fans, to get behind and support my boy. Dak will be all right. And what our fans are sleeping on too, I know we be bashing Jerry, bashing Jimmy. Jerry turned the Cowboy. He bought the Cowboys for like $180 million. they're now worth $9 billion. Y'all think this man don't have a plan?
Right. Yeah, God, dog.
Y'all really think he's that he's that naive that he did not have a plan, that we didn't see Tyron Smith that's been hurt for the last 6 years, that he didn't have a plan. T. Smith he's not our backup plan. He is our future. Right. And I am glad and I am happy that our 66 stepped up. We needed him to step up because I want to kick Mr. Nasty out to outside.
Mm-hmm.
That will improve our run game.
Yeah, it will. Yes, indeed.
He might take a little nicks on the passing game, on getting used to that speed rusher. But guess what? He has that other old tackles don't have. He has Mike Parsons to sharpen iron with every practice squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you need speed rush is that your downfall? Because we already know. And if you go back to your preseason, to when they were in, I don't know if it was California, 11 said that when he was going against him at O tackle, that he put his hands on him and froze him.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyler Smith. Yeah.
You remember that, right?
Oh yeah. Shoot.
So that if he froze him, that means he can freeze anybody.
No doubt on that one.
So I just need us to be more optimistic. I'm a glass half full type person anyway.
Okay.
So I need our fans to be a glass half full. And I want to welcome to the VIP room, which I've been banging this dude from the first bell. Welcome to the VIP officially. Oh, yeah. I heard your name leaked out from his son, and I know that our boy Houston is on the team. So I think James, my man Washington, is going to be a cut, man. He might be a 53-man cut.
I mean, come on, man. I wouldn't hold James Washington's hand that much, because every day he'd seem like he was hurt. He was in the boot, and then I mean, God dog, man. And then he snapped up everything with his foot.
Sunburn and Calvin, he got hurt.
I said, man, come on, man. I mean, I truly think that he was on the market for a long time, and he would be one of those cuts that you can really just slice over, right? But that's a story of another day, man. We'll see what the Cowboys do with this, man. I appreciate you, VIP.
Well, you know what it is? All I got to say from here is, how about them Cowboys? Let's go, baby.
That's my guy, man. Yes, indeed. VIP in the house, man. Let's go. And I get it, man. I saw you, my guy Choctaw was like, look, come on, man. Jerry Jones been playing for 27 years. Left my ass off. I feel you, man. There's no way around that part of it. I feel you on that. I got no rebuttal to that, but I can tell you one thing, that this team is still different than what we had out of Jason Garrett administration. Come on, man. All right, my guy, this is Henry. You're live from the 936. You in the mix.
What's good, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man. Hey, turn your radio down. Let's get it.
Out of Jason Garrett administration. Come on, man. All right, my guy, this is Henry. What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
Okay, man. All right. Man, I think if we just sure up that left side. I think we'll be good, man.
All right, so let me ask you this. With this in mind, Connor McGovern played left guard last year, right?
Right.
Tyler Biadasz played center last year, right?
Right.
Zach Martin played, of course, right guard, and then Terrence Steele played at right tackle, right?
Right.
So our only missing piece is Tyron Smith. So if you insert all the missing piece is Tyron Smith. If you insert Tyler Smith, what are we talking about, right? It's still the same offensive line from last year. Right?
Yeah.
Then you will have I think that you will have a better start off with Connor McGovern, because now he had all of OTAs, training camp, to get some reps in at left guard, and he would be better because he was just thrown at left guard last year mid-season. So I think that the panic situation, there shouldn't be nothing to panic about. No. It's just the fact that we, as Cowboy fans, didn't get a chance to see Tyler Smith get a lot of reps at left tackle.
But I think if they put their rookie over there, he's gonna be trouble over there, man. I don't want him to put that rookie over there because, like y'all been saying, he ain't really developed. I've been watching. I watch Cowboys like over and over and over and over.
True.
Like some of your other callers do. And
right.
He ain't ready for left tackle. I'm just gonna be straight with Cowboy Nation. He is not ready for left tackle.
I know, but you got to rip the Band-Aid off. He was drafted in the first round. Look, I saw Charles Cross last night, and he's a Seahawks left tackle. Is he ready? Is he ready to be a left tackle?
I don't know.
The other night I saw Charles Cross. Yeah, I mean I saw how Sam Williams did him. You know, so and he was a first round draft pick.
Sam Williams did him bad.
Sam Williams did him bad. So put in your mind, let's say the Cowboys drafted Charles Cross, right? I bet you there'll be ESPN, NFL Network, the Food Network channel. Every channel will be talking about it. The Home Improvement channel, they will be talking about, hey man, the Cowboys left tackle that they spent a first round draft pick, it just ain't ready. Look, there are some times in life you just got to rip the Band-Aid off and put it out there.
You're right about that.
You're right. And sometimes you don't know you're ready until you're ready.
Yep. Yeah, but I think if they put him over there, I think give him like about 3 or 4 games, he'll straighten it. You know what up? He'll straighten it up because he's a mauler, man. He'll be a big old boy. He a big old boy.
He
ain't gonna keep on letting people F over. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Right.
If they put him over there, he gonna straighten up. He ain't gonna get it right all the time, but majority of the time, he gonna be what you know what I'm saying, what Dak need over there, man.
Yep. I look, believe it or not, I would rather lose the first 2 games, right?
Right.
Versus trying to figure it out midway or halfway through the season on the latter end whether or not this guy could play left tackle. I'd rather go ahead and get it out the way. Not saying that we're going to lose the first 2 games, but I'd rather go ahead and get it out of the way.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say he will catch a bunch of holding penalties before he get that killed. And then to me, that's good. Getting the quarterback killed, you know what I'm saying? So hold that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Hold him.
Hold him. You know
grab him and hold him. Hold him and grab him, man. Do something. Just don't get my quarterback killed, you know.
Just don't get my quarterback killed, man.
Yeah.
I'm out of here, loud man.
Appreciate you, man. That's Henry, man. I appreciate him, man. I should have let him say, how about the Cowboys? But shout out to Henry, man. But see, I get it, man. There's going to be a bunch of Cowboy fans that say, hey, man, we got to win these first 2 games. No, man, look, the first 2 games, I know they're against formidable opponents, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Bengals or what have you. But I want my guy to go ahead and get it out of the way, right? You just never know. Ain't that right, Sean Black? Come on with you. Yeah, but penalties are drive killers. I absolutely feel you. You know, the whole idea, and I seen somebody put in the comment box, puts Terrence Steele at left tackle, right? And let me see. Let me go back up. Let me see if I can still see it. It's William Anthony Steele at left tackle, Tyler at guard again, Biotish at center, Martin. Who's your right tackle, William? Who's your right tackle? Who's your right tackle, Williams? Because I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but we'll find out, man. All right, from 409, what's on your mind? 409.
Hey, what you say about it, Low?
Nothing to it, man. What's good with you, man?
Hey, man, I'm trying to figure it out, man.
Okay.
They gonna have to put Tyler there at guard, man. I ain't gonna lie. Eagles got a little something on that D-line. What we gonna do when we face that D-line, man? Wasn't it Biotish and McGovern having trouble with them big guys coming in that middle?
Did you know when we played the Eagles, they were the second-ranked rush defense in the National Football League last year? And all I seen was Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard had a field day on that same defensive front. One can argue that at the time that defensive front was just as nasty as they were now. The same could be said against the Carolina Panthers, who they picked up Hassan Reddick or what have you, the Eagles. And all I seen was our team run clean over the Carolina Panthers, and that defensive front was nothing to sneeze at too.
So do you think that you don't think that Walker is gonna make a difference, or Davis? I'm sorry.
Oh, you talking about Big Jordan Davis?
Yeah.
I think he will help. I'm still more worried about Fletcher Cox than Jordan Davis. So if they put Big Jordan Davis in to take away from Fletcher Cox, I'm okay. Because misdirection and redirection, I seen that big boy try to run on not this past preseason game, but I think that they played the Browns. I saw Big Jordan Davis. I mean, he would try to scoot and try to tackle. I said, man, it looked like quicksand. That 4.4, whatever speed he had, it was only good for a tenth of a second, baby. But so I ain't worried about Big Jordan Davis, man. Jordan Davis, he's gonna be worried about those running backs on the Cowboys and trying to chase them. I ain't worried about Jordan Davis.
That's right. Look, I got one more.
Talk to me, man.
Why is it you say we're going to keep Nashawn Wright? That boy can't cover a baby up that sleep.
Oh, my gosh. This is his second year. And we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think that they're going to keep with Nashawn Wright. Who would you rather keep?
Well, how many can we keep? I know Bland's going to be there.
Right. But hold on. Did you see? Now, I get it. Now, this was preseason. Bland is still my dog, but he got to go through some growing pains as well. He's not perfect.
But Nashawn Wright ain't covered. He ain't did half the stuff that Blandon did in this preseason.
I feel you on that. But you got to look at the collective. You're talking about somebody got to play special teams. Somebody got to play special teams. But we'll find out, man. That's why I can't wait, because I'm really not a predictable guy. I'm really not that dude that do all of these projections and stuff like that. I like to talk about the final piece. So after cut day, then we'll dive really into it. But I truly believe that Bland, there could be a way where the Cowboys keep Bland and Nashawn Wright. But if not, then it is what it is.
That's it, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out Galveston, Texas, man.
Galveston in the house, man. Appreciate you. What's your name, fam?
D. Ward.
D. Ward, man. All right, let me hear how about them Cowboys, though.
Say again?
How about them Cowboys? Let me hear how about them Cowboys.
Man, how about them Cowboys?
There we go, D. Ward. Oh, my God. I had to squeeze it up out of him. I had to squeeze him up out of it, man. Yo, Cowboy Nation. When you got players and going into their second, it takes 3 years to literally grade a player. Now, the same could be said even with my guy Ridgeway, that they will try to keep him on the team. I believe that there will be situations whereas, hear me out, that you have a stronger chance of pulling back a defensive tackle, right, cutting then to bring him back on the team versus a cornerback, defensive back. So because you can do more special teams, you can play him at safety as well as a cornerback. So that's why they probably will lean on the fact that they will cut a interior guy, because he does less, to hopefully bring him back. But if Nashawn Wright is cut, it's not the end of the world for him. He got unbelievable opportunities elsewhere, and he still got to work on his craft. At least McCommon actually plays like he's 6'4", and those two different positions, right? Look, put it like this. I can literally, and that's why I keep this little feed right here, I can literally pull up the same heat that y'all talking about McCommon good now. Last season, y'all was talking about cut him. You know, I was like, hey, wait a minute, he's a rookie. He's playing a new position. But see how quickly you guys forget. Now, you're elevating him this year, but last year you were saying that he was a waste of a draft pick. What a difference a year make. So now, on one end, you praising, like next year, it can be Bland. You know, oh, man, Bland giving up too many big plays. But this year, you're praising them. So give these guys chances and time. I know 53 is a short roster, but you guys got to stop being, oh, the world is crashing and burning, because you want this guy cut because he messed up in the preseason game. My 40, is it my 46? I think it's easier to find an adequate guard in the free agent than a left tackle, and let McGovern challenge for the starting center rep over Biotish. Yeah, because he did get some center time. In a perfect world, I would think that the Cowboys move on from Biotish as it relates to not cutting him, but move on as it relates to starting. Put Connor McGovern at that center spot. I just think Connor is so much stronger than Biotish, and he anchors back inside pretty good. All right, so let's go. Shout out to you, Stephen White. I know it's your lunchtime. 757, you're live. Boy, it sound like, boy, you must be driving somewhere, ain't it?
Yeah, but I'm driving back home, man. I've been at work since 5 a.m., man.
Oh, okay. Wow, man. What you got for this show, man?
Yeah. But, man, I just got a few things to say here, man. As far as DBs go, man, I know everybody high on Bland, but that number 24 guy, man, that boy, you could tell he be studying film.
Yo.
You could just tell he is so fast on the football field, huh? He really is, man.
Yeah.
That boy be, every game I watch him, he is just flying. He's pointing at, I mean, he needs the green dot in preseason. Like, you know what I'm saying? In preseason, he needs that green dot, because that boy is moving from left to right with the receiver or running back, and then he is flying to the ball every time. His number is on the screen damn near every play on defense, man. And we cannot deny that. I think he flashed the most in preseason.
Flashed the most?
In my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, he flashed the most to me in preseason. I just felt like, God damn. And then, of course, Jabril Cox, he's nice. I think for sure he has him a little roster spot. He's too fast at linebacker. We can't put that on the open market, man.
Okay.
Somebody's definitely on the stats. His preseason was too good. He's too fast. And all right. So, yes.
But hey, with all that being said, like, do you trust 24 over Malik Hooker, right?
No.
Right. See. Okay, now I know what type of fan you are, because I'm making sure, because sometimes people will look at that, because they wasn't giving him no play when he was 38. I remember the film assessment that I was looking at when he was 38. They only remember the 24, you know.
Right. I didn't even remember him from last year. I had no idea he was on our team last year. Right. That's how much I thought about him. Okay.
I do remember his boldness when he said that he is the best. He's the best in the league. He'll make everybody pay, and I love that mindset. Yo.
Hey, that boy be flying, man. That's all I got to say. That boy be flying.
Yup. Hey, he was playing so good with 24. I bet you Kelvin Jones like, can I get that number back?
I'm telling you, he made Kelvin Joseph play better than against the Seahawks because I'm telling you, he had to look at him like, damn, he's finna take my goddamn spot. He's gonna be one of the extra DBs.
Right. Kelvin Jones like, man, I'm gonna go out with a concussion, man. That dude making my number look good, my old number.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you like this, that boy was just all over the place. I was like, God damn. I said that boy Kelvin had to pull some strings out this mud.
Yes,
but
indeed, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm one of the people, I'm not high on Josh Ball. And I did hear about the call. I think he was talking to somebody like a few calls before me. They said move Terrence Steele to the left. Honestly, I wouldn't mind flip-flopping him. Now I don't know if Ball could play right tackle, but I'd rather have him on the front side than the back side, I think.
Yeah, if you watch the Seattle game, they put him. He's a swing tackle. They put him on that other side.
Okay.
Yeah,
and he did decent. I thought we played pretty good on was it Friday we played?
Yeah, Friday night.
Pretty decent on Friday.
Yeah, pretty good.
I thought everybody really left it all in the field on Friday. Like I could tell everybody really played hard.
Yeah.
And I don't want fans, to be nervous. You don't need a good O-line to get to the Super Bowl. Ask Joe Burrow. You remember he got sacked 9 times on the Titans. Right? So,
but here's how it goes, man. It's about how the media sells it. Like, did he get sacked because he was just a quarterback that played for that team, and they were trying to elevate and highlight the good moments of that team? Because how you have a bad and horrible offensive line, but yet Joe Mixon get over 1,300 yards, double-digit touchdowns and rushing, right? And over 500 yards receiving as well. So it goes to like, come on, man, what are we talking about here? But if it was anybody else, they would flip it and say, hey, the quarterback hold on to the ball too long. The quarterback can't go through his reads and progressions good enough. That's why he getting those sacks. Now, I'm not saying that his offensive line was great, but at some point, if we're going to give praises to Joe Burrow, somebody need to be out here speaking the same amount of praises to Joe Mixon too.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely. Joe Mixon make it go over there.
Yeah, he makes it go.
Joe Mixon, you don't even got no Bengals out here.
Right.
I've been high on Joe Mixon since draft day, since he got drafted. Right. I love Joe Mixon.
Right.
I love Joe Mixon, man. That's my guy. That's my guy, man. I get him on every fantasy. Anytime I play fantasy, he's on my fantasy team.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you calling in, fam. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just one last.
Damn, I messed you up. You were like, go ahead with it.
You good.
Go ahead.
Just one last point, because I'm glad you brought up Joe Mixon in a way, because I called in the other day and I was talking about we could disguise bad O-line play by running the football, and that's a prime example. They got to the Super Bowl because of Joe Mixon. Without Joe Mixon and P-Ron last year, it would have been terrible.
Yeah,
it'd have been terrible. Then we would have really got to see the real Joe Burrow with that O-line.
Yeah, but they look gritty now, man, and I think they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with over there. Yeah. Look, I ain't foolish now. I ain't taking away from Joe Burrows, man. He ain't foolish now. I ain't saying that he's chopped liver now, but I want people to understand that Joe Burrow's nice now. He's nice. Appreciate you for calling in, fam.
And he's tough as hell.
Yeah, he's tough as nails, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Okay.
Yeah, man, I just want y'all to look, Joe Burrows ain't chopped liver as well, and I'm not taking away. I'm just also highlighting that, it wasn't just him by himself. And excuse me, T. Higgins ain't no one to sneeze at. Tyler Boyd, I liked him. I think that he could start for most teams, but he's their third option. And then you had Jamar Chase, who the chemistry with those boys was unbelievable. And what was that tight end name? Uzomah, whatever his name is. That tight end. The Bengals low key was nice, but people keep sullying the Bengals. Say, man, a horrible offensive line. Shoot. Well, how Joe Mixon get to all of those guys doggone yards? and who when they was talking about horrible offensive line, last year they wouldn't say, okay, man, we give y'all our left guard for Connor Williams. They wouldn't have did that. No, Uzama. They always have guys with weird names over there. Hushmazada, you say Hushmazada, I say Hushmazada, But he's with the Jets now. Okay, so who's their tight end now? But regardless, I like Joe Burrow. I love his delivery. And he is a guy that goes through his progressions pretty good. All right, so let's listen to my guy Josh from the 707. You're live.
What's going on, Lord? What you doing, man?
Man, I'm well, man. I can't complain, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I just had just a little quick idea, you know what I'm saying? I was on Reddit last night, and I think about a lot of stuff like this. Now, I just want to say, okay, let's say Trayvon Diggs, talk about my man real quick. Let's just say he doesn't improve at corner this year. Now, how would you feel about this? About moving him to safety? Because one, he's super lengthy, he has great ball skills, and at that, he has great zone instinct. You feel what I'm saying? He can sit in the cover 3 and read the quarterback's eyes like a safety. And I know he lacks that speed, but hey, I was looking at that and I'm like, you know what? If he doesn't really show growth as a cornerback, I don't think moving him to safety is a bad idea. What do you think about that?
All right, let me say this. Did Trayvon Diggs improve at cornerback from year 1 to year 2?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. He's improved in my eyes. But as you can see in the media's eyes, not so much. You feel what I'm saying? But I get the cornerback talent on the depth chart on the Cowboys. I get that. I get really would it make sense to move him to free safety. But it's just a little wild question for next year or something.
Well, when you it's career suicide if you move and switch a position too soon. Normally,
yeah, you're right.
DBs switch to safeties on the tail end. Like when Trayvon Diggs 31, 32, then we should hear the news that he's switching over to safety to finish out his career.
Yeah.
I truly believe that he needs to still work on being a cornerback. I think that he's by far, when they did their pro football, when they really dove into the tape and they came out with their rankings and they said, oh, we made a mistake against man-to-man coverage. Guess who was your best cornerback?
Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs. So
exactly.
The media got their narratives and they got to run with it. They got to sell clicks. They got to sell impressions and things like that, and I get it. Saying that the Cowboys DB is horrible, it will sell more than telling everybody that the DB is good. So I think that he improved from year 1 to year 2, and now he's heading into year 3. I think that the world needs to stop judging Trayvon Diggs like he's a 5th or 6th year corner and just let the young kid play and develop.
Exactly, and I'm with that. And I just had okay, I get what you just said, but how would you feel though if you could just answer the question? How would you feel if he did go to safety? Do you think he would be an elite? Or what do you think he would do?
No, there'll be an unknown feeling right there. I don't think that he would play the way he's playing now. At an all team, like he's first team all pro. I don't think that you get first team all pro as a safety. And think about this too. One of the elements of a safety is coming down and feeling and playing foresight. I don't want I don't want Trayvon Diggs playing anywhere on foresight responsibility. And Trayvon Diggs do play a lot of hero ball. And if he got cutback responsibility too, we're gonna be like, hey, what happened to the backside? So I don't want that out of Trayvon Diggs. Ball skills is good, but like I said, he was one of the better man-to-man cornerbacks. And playing safety, you don't get that option to play man-to-man as much on DBs.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It was just a question.
It's a good thought, man. Good thought. No doubt, man. I appreciate you, fam. Hey, Josh, appreciate you, man, calling in. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, man. Have a good one.
You as well, man. But y'all get what I'm saying, and I ain't want to. I was trying my best. I don't want to beat the man up over it, But I just feel like it's a lot of knee-jerk reaction as it relates to Cowboy players because we, the only organization that don't allow our players to grow and develop. We are the only organization that say, hey, what about Parsons now only at edge? Like, nah, you want to play Parsons all over the field and be that chess piece. And if you want somebody, and I'm not saying that he will give you Parsons type of production, but if you want an edge rusher, you go draft a pure edge rusher like a Sam Williams. You draft somebody that can fit in, that say, hey, we're going to play you at edge to help alleviate some of the other things. And yes, the Cowboys got him in the second round. A third of the Cowboy Nation thought and felt like he should be in the third round. But we'll find out what Sam Williams do this year. And I'm not saying that Sam Williams is Parsons. You guys get what I'm saying? Let's see. Got a super chat, man. Appreciate you. JR says, Law, we have a dangerous defense. When was the last time we could say that? Oh, it's been... We had a fake defense in 2018, and they kind of ran with it when we was talking about the Hot Boys, right? Last time we had a dangerous defense, I believe, was 2007, maybe. We was top 5 defense, top 6 defense. Y'all help me out. Pull it up. It's been a long time. We have dogs on every level of the defense. If we play power football on offense, we have a shot to make some real noise. You're right, JR. You're right. Let me give you media is all opinionated. Yeah, lion must roam. Yeah, let the lion roam in the Serengeti, baby. Let's see. We got any more? Shout out to you, Lady Jessica. All right, Joe Mixon is not better than Zeke. Yeah, I agree. Yep. But I believe that the Cincinnati Bengals offensive coordinator was better, even though their total, hear me out, put that butter knife down, even though their total offensive scheme didn't rank in top 1 as relates to total yards and points, I think that their strategy was better. Their strategy on how they approached the game was better. That adjustment that they did against the Kansas City Chiefs was better. And I know a lot of people go credit the quarterback, but how they attacked was a whole lot better. I think that they have a more complex system from an offensive coordinator there in their house over there. And let's go from the 954 Dallas Cowboy 92. What's good?
Yo, what's up, Law, at the Cowboy Nation?
Nothing to it, fam. Talk to me.
Yeah, man, I'm going to say this. I believe Tyler Smith going to do a damn good job against the Bucs. I think we got to run like a bunch of 12 personnel, put that boy Ferguson over there, help him here and there, and, and pound that ball. Got to pound that ball. And I don't know why everybody's they crying. I mean, this is what we asked for. We asked for a new beginning.
Yeah.
And this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning, man. I mean, all respect for Tyron. We may never see another likeness of a Tyron Smith again. Who knows? But
Who knows?
We always, yes, sir.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, we always produce. If you look at Cowboy history, come on now, Cowboy fans. We always have a great tackle that come in, or a guard or something like that come in. So right now we shouldn't be so scared and worried. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tiny worried about what's gonna happen on the left side. But come on, this dude can play. We seen what he can do when he put his hands on you. We see him drive people back. All he need to do is just be protected. I think we'll be all right, man.
I think so,
Straight
man.
up, I think we'll be all right.
My thing is, I'm literally trying to get Tyler Smith. Is he better than Byron Bell? Is he better than Tyler Shuckey? Is he better than Chaz Green right now at left tackle? And I've seen Dak Prescott win games, even though we lost some games, but I've seen him win games with below average left tackles, So I just look at it from a different perspective. And then, of course, Matt Waletzko, he wasn't nobody to sneeze at in his final preseason game. He did a serviceable job. So I think that this team will be okay. There's no time to press the panic button.
and I'm gonna say this too. I'm glad you brought that up. Shoot, while we at a youth movement, this may sound crazy, but it may not be far fetched. If why not move Valesco? Because I like how Valesco played in the little snaps that we did see. Hell, why not throw him out there left tackle? Because that's all he played at college anyways, if I'm not mistaken. Why not? Let's just go with the whole youth movement, put Valesco at left tackle, and we feel so shaky about Tyler Smith, throw him at left guard and see what we got from there.
No doubt, man.
Why
Shoot.
not?
Why not, man? You spitting the truth at that point right there. Why not? That's a good point. I have no other rebuttal to that, man. I appreciate you for calling in, fam.
All right. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about it, man? I ain't had to ask him, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so you guys get what I'm saying when I say that, go out and grab an Eric Fisher. I think that if you're going to grab a veteran guy, it would be wiser to wait until probably Wednesday or Thursday to after they do these cuts. There will be somebody out there on the market that teams have to cut down on, and Will McClay is going to do his homework. He's already doing his homework, and he's already got his hand together like Birdman, and he can't wait till a certain team get rid of a guy and he brings them in, right? There could be a situation there. From the 903, you're live. I'm sorry. Now you're live, 903.
What's up, Law?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me.
All right. I think everybody's a little too worried about our line. We've always been good at developing our line for the most part. I mean, come on. We've had a couple of nonsense moves on the line, but for the most part, we've always had a good line.
For the most half of it,
I do like the idea of moving Tyler Smith to the right and moving our what's his name, Terrence Steele over to the left. I'm okay with that.
Wait. You said Tyler Smith to the right?
Didn't I say that right? Flip-flopping them as tackles?
No, don't do that to the kid. I wouldn't do that. I would keep Tyler Smith only on the left side. Only on the left side. I would not move him anywhere to the right side of the field. That's the only pushback I got on what you're saying. Yeah,
I might have said it wrong. Anyway, I had it in my mind different. Anyway, what I was getting at though, if he's done that good against Michael Parsons, like one of everybody else has been talking about, then he's going to be good. You know what I mean? That's what I was getting at.
Oh yeah, I mean there's what people want is that they want to shortcut it. They want the 94, they want the 93 Cowboys offensive line out here. That's what they want. And when they want a Larry Allen the first year, but they forget what Larry Allen had to get smashed down a couple times against Reggie White before he actually was able to become Larry Allen. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. They want to skip all of that because people naturally have the Mandela effect, whereas they don't see the flaws, right? They don't see the growing pains that we had out of Larry Allen, right? And some of those tackles and guards that we had, even Nate Newton, they want to skip past all of the trials and tribulations, and they only want the heaven. So that's just Cowboy fan base, man. There's about a third of them that feels that way. Like they want us to win every game. They want us to have everybody having an all-pro spot at their spot, right? That's just how it goes, man. Everybody got to be all-pro.
Never fails.
Yeah.
One thing I was going to bring up that I was actually calling in for, I wonder if, you know how Jerry is. He's been this way for a long time.
Right.
But one of them, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. That quarterback that got in some trouble, what's his name over the off season?
Kelvin Joseph. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he won't cut him for a day just to bring him back because nobody's going to pick up his baggage.
That's a good observation.
Kind of situation. Jerry Jones is pretty good about making sure he takes care of players like that for certain situations like this, where he knows he's got to make room for a day or so, and hey, you ain't going nowhere. You're coming back home.
I mean, he could probably roll the dice with that, you know. And if I'm the Giants of Washington, I'd just scoop him up to be spiteful. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, they're going to try to do that for whatever they can anyway. I mean, we do the same thing to them if we thought they could.
Right. That's a good observation there, man. From the 903. One more point before I let you go.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I think they just leave it like we've talked before. Leave it in Zeke's hands and hit Tony Pollard more in the air. I think they're gonna be all right.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you so much. That's a good
no
call
problem.
from him. Good call from him. Let me give him one of these. But you guys get what I'm saying when we say this. I don't want us to be knee jerking around here and be looking for every like. In order for the Cowboys to win, we gotta get Randy Moss. We gotta have figure out a way to have Megatron. And then we'll add T.O. We put him inside the slot. Yeah, that's what y'all want, man. That's what y'all want. You know, and go get a time machine and put Roger Staubach in as the quarterback, you know. And then they'll fight over that, man. Roger Staubach good, but he ain't Troy. And it'll be literally people fighting over Roger versus Troy in the time machine. Like, no, we got to get 12. No, we got to get 8. You know? Come on, it's just what it is with this, and I know most of it come from us being impatient. Let's bring in Coach Marv, man, from the 803. You're live.
Hey, hello, how you doing, brother? Can you give me 1 second?
No doubt. Everybody, man, that's Coach Marv. He's stepping out of his executive suite there to spit some good information to us, man, the real way. And I already know he's going to bring some heat. So pull out your notepads, your pens, your Sharpie, or your tape recorder. Get ready for it. Coach, man, what's good?
Man, you know, last call was, right. Seemed like a lot of panic going on here. Yeah. Tyler Smith, how many games he missed last year?
Tyler Smith or Tyron Smith?
Tyron.
Oh, shoot, about 6 or 7, I believe. He could have been 4 or 5. I don't know for sure.
And and what our record was?
12-5.
Okay, then. Why we panicking that we can't win football games without our best left tackle? What I'm saying to you is this. We are saying that we need a left tackle, and we're talking about, well, we're worried about the passing game and attacking Dak Prescott back because we feel that we're going to throw the ball every down. Yeah. We just need to have it serviceable. You can cover up for a tackle that's maybe has some other deficiencies. If you sign a guy, left tackles are not out there like a dime a dozen. If you sign a guy off the street, he may come in and not be as good right off the bat. This is a bunch of the guys that have been practicing all training camp.
Yeah.
But if you sign a guy that somebody cut, there was a reason why they cut him.
True that.
Because people just don't cut good linemen. So whatever you do, you're going to have to game plan to protect your left tackle because that's not your starting left tackle that's going to be in this be in the game. Yes, the left tackle is very important. I really just wanted to make one thing. If we're not going to give this, if we're giving this kid Tyler Smith an injustice, and I'm gonna tell you where the media sometimes push. Yeah, you may have a media swell. So, oh man, you got Tyler Smith. Yeah, just don't know. Hey, you brought him in here to be a left tackle. Just put him out there because they know if it don't go well, this might be the end of Tyler Smith. Because once the Cowboys Nation, it goes bad, they don't care if he was ready. They don't care if you did prep him, and he's gonna have to be a strong-willed guy to take that heat he's going to take, and sometimes that destroy him because you didn't prepare him. Not saying he couldn't do it, but you didn't prepare him at all.
Yeah.
So if we want to put him out there, we say we're taking the Band-Aid off. Yeah, but taking the Band-Aid off when you had a chance to at least give him some game reps.
Game reps, yeah.
Some live action. And then you didn't do that. And now you take the Band-Aid off. If it goes bad, you know how Cowboy Nation is. He's a bust.
Hyperbolic, boy. They'll flip some tables over, and I told you so.
He's a bust.
Yo.
And if he is not thick-skinned, that can ruin his confidence for whatever he does. Yeah. And that will be a disservice to them because you can play this game without him being there. You can probably go in a game with Josh Ball if you say, hey, we're going to just devise a plan that's going to be good for Josh Ball to be able to be good, and we're going to have to protect Josh Ball and not put him in bad situations. There's teams that go every year. They have spots where they putting people in there. They have really bad problems, but they have to change their stuff to protect their weaknesses just to get by. Man. But I still say we talking about bringing people in, and and I know that a lot of fans don't see it. You did the breakdown of the Seattle game. Yep. The kid on the other side getting better every game.
Every game. 76.
Every
right?
game he's getting better.
Yeah.
And you can see in the confidence him in the field, coming out there chest bumping with guys and out on the field because he know he in that bag and he know he's gonna have a job if it's with Dallas or not. And in some ways, Law, for the kid's sake. And the kid I'm talking about is college, for his sake. I trust Will McClay can probably get somebody else from a practice squad or somebody that's probably going to be, I'm not saying this kid is all world, this college kid is all world, but I trust Will McClay probably can get somebody here that's comparable to playing what college is. And for the kid's sake, the sake that I feel for the player, I wish he'd go ahead and cut him. Because you're not going to get him a fast shake here because you ain't been talking about it. So if he go out there and make one missed block, you're going to tag him to pieces and say he's the worst thing in the world. He's going to have to be all pro status for you to even give him a chance. So for his sake, it's better for him to say, man, I'm coming into my own. I get cut. I can go someplace else and get my career started and move on. And I trust Will McClay will get somebody in here from somebody else's practice squad that's going to be playing. But I will tell you this. He's not going to find a backup that's been playing just as good as this kid. But he won't get the fast shake because they already done set that up for him not to get the fast shake. Look at Steele, what Steele had to go through. He had to play great 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks in a row for people to even give him a chance.
Right, and it's still not a natural chance for that.
And you still talk about it. So for the kid's sake, I understand he's not gonna get a fast shake here because film don't lie, the eyes guy don't lie. But I think this team is eerily. I wanted to tell you this, and this, yesterday, Law, and I know when people say you go back. I was watching the Super Bowl highlight, the Super Bowl shows. They give the breakdown during the season. I think the Super Bowl champion teams.
Right.
And you go back and Law, I want you to go back and watch the 1992, the first year that the Cowboys with Jimmy Johnson won the Super Bowl. And I want you to see, if you go through that documentary, the way they talk about that team, how that team had 28 guys that rotated on defense. They had 3 safeties. They had Everett, they had Woodson, and they had the other guy that made all the interceptions. They had a 3 to 4 rotation at safety. They had a 10 rotation at defensive, 8 rotation at defensive line. You had so many players that played on that team where they said they played 28 guys in their defensive rotation during that year, which had a #1 defense without a Pro Bowler.
And then he used that as motivation.
Yeah, but
that
if
coach
you
used
look
that,
at that team composition, Law, you will think you'll be looking into a mirror of how this team right here is composed.
Man, Coach, don't be saying that, man. But I appreciate you so much, Coach.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, I already know.
So it's eerie. But look at it now. Just as that, if you go back and look at it, I want you to, because I know you do it. Go back and look and listen what they said about that team makeup and how simplicity they kept it. And look at the players. You're like, dog, man, they got just a rotation of guys. Don't that look like our defense? And we have the same little pieces on offense. We don't do is have to just use them in the same way, and we can win.
No doubt, man. Let's get it. And I think that Dan Quinn going to hold these guys accountable to get there, too.
Yeah, Lord is holding people accountable, and I think that's the case. But Cowboys, just don't panic. We are okay at the offensive line. I believe in, Will McClay, but you do have a good offensive line here. As long as I told you, if we want to run the ball, we want the best five out there. It starts from the left to right. We go with Steele, Smith, McGovern, Martin, and Collins. We run against anybody. We'll protect Dak Prescott, and we'll be a dominant offensive line again. But if they want to bring somebody else in, that's fine. I trust that they'll do that. But film don't lie. Collins deserves to be on this team, deserves to play, and he will play this year. It may not be in Dallas, but I guess it's the best in the NFL. People won't miss it.
No doubt, man. That's Coach Marv, man. Y'all put your hands together for Coach Marv, man. Always dropping dimes, man. Appreciate you, Coach Marv.
All right, brother.
That's Coach Marv, man. That's Coach Marv, man. Always delivering the good information for the nation. And, it's really no time clock to him because I'm going to let him speak. All right, so speaking of that, I ain't going to let all y'all speak like that. I'm going to put the time clock on y'all. But I got my guy from the 970. You're about to be live.
Oh, how's it going, my man?
Man, it's going great, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, I was listening to that guy talking about Diggs. But I'd like to see him as a wide receiver, if anything, I think Diggs would be a pretty good wide receiver. What do you think about that?
I think, he'll probably be a good wide receiver. Yeah. But I just want him. I just want him to stay focused and just master one thing first. Because when we saw Prime play wide receiver, wait a minute, hold on. When we saw Prime play wide receiver, it was because he already mastered one spot. Let's stop, moving people around. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. But anyways, hey, you said the first two games. It don't matter. I don't think so, Law. I think we should be able to beat Tampa with that beat up offense.
Yeah, we should, but it's not what I'm trying to say.
We should. If we don't, then there's, our defense really sucks.
Yeah.
I just say that. If our defense is any good at all, we might lose, but we should at least have the game close. But I don't think Philadelphia is going to win the division. If anything, I think the Giants are probably scarier than the Eagles are.
Yep. I think so.
What are your thoughts? You got to watch all the preseason games. Would you say that the Eagles are as good as everybody says they are? I don't think so. I
can't really judge it off preseason, but one thing I can tell you.
You got to watch some players.
Yeah, individual players.
They didn't really play any starters, did they? On offense?
No, they did. Gainwell will be a starter, I believe. I think their other running back is hurt from a hamstring or something like that. So they played the starters. They had to.
Yeah, and the last time we won preseason games, what was our record that year going into it? That year's last time we won preseason games.
Last time.
I think we was like 1-15 or.
Yeah.
If I recall, wasn't we? Last time we won, preseason game, we didn't have a very good year that year.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I believe we're a 10 or a 12 game win team. I mean, I'm just going by what the schedule we're looking at. I just don't know. But you're still picking us to lose against the Rams, aren't you?
Well, I mean, we'll find out when it comes around, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's the game. Boris is he wants to win that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's time for him to shine, dude. I mean, that defense is – I think we're going to have a really good defense. I think it's going to be in the top 3.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Let me hear you say, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? And everybody, don't worry, we're going to be fine.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. All right, talk to you later, Law.
All right. That boy he was having a monologue, wasn't he? It wasn't no dialogue, man. I'll try my best not to be what you call that, disrespectful to the caller, right? I try my best, man. He was having a monologue, Callers, man. All right, I gave him a pass, but anybody else, man, look, y'all can't talk the host, man. Come on, man. If y'all want a monologue, start a YouTube page, and then, you got the how this thing goes, you ask me a question. What is your favorite, cup of beverages? I say coffee, but if you say, what's your favorite cup? And I'm saying, and then you say, well, what you think about milk? Hey, man. How fast you can run, Law? Well, I ran a 3.4. I'm like, wait a minute now. How you run 3.4? Woo. No monologues, man. We want to have a dialogue, okay, Cowboy Nation? All right, so let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 people in here. This is what we're going to do. Because I'm ready to go. We're going to have a 1 minute, and it's going to be when I say stop, okay? So I ain't going to put no time up here. It's going to be 1 minute to spit your mind, your points, get it out, and then we go from there. And then if we want to continue to have a conversation, we go from there. But I know you guys got your points together. 6, 7, 8, you're live.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing
What's
great,
going on, Law?
man. Doing wonderful, man.
Yeah, first time calling, man, but I'm a long time listener. And
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, what I was thinking is Zach Martin, when he came out, he could play tackle and guard. He's become an all-pro at right guard. We all know, and he's probably the best in the league, no question.
Right.
My thing is, let's move him out the left tackle. We can keep Tyler Smith at guard where he was balling out in the preseason. Move McGovern over to the right guard. And then that way we've got some continuity, because we know that if we want to keep Dak upright in that blind side, what better than have an all-pro like Zach Martin. Zach Martin could have played on our lines back in the day when we had Newton, Tuanay, Stepnoski, Larry Allen, and Eric Williams. No question he could have played on that line too. So my thing is, because of his versatility, his professionalism, his being the top at where he's at, my thing is let's move him and try that out and see what it goes. That way we can keep Steele on the right side. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
Well, you talking about you saying kick Zach Martin to left side, like is a left tackle?
Yeah, make him the left tackle. He can do it.
He probably can. He can throw the ball and catch too. You seen him do those routes before the game? And I'm not being funny when I say this, man, but he's 31 years of age, man, and he kind of gave us kickback when he was forced to play the right tackle. Even though he had a good deal there, he got injured by playing the right tackle. And I think that Zach Martin, from what I know, I meet him every year. He does the Cowboys Experience events with us. He's a real humble guy, but he's a no-nonsense guy as well. And I think that Zach Martin would say, hey, I want us to be the best that we can be, But in order for us to do that, I have to play the best spot that I can play at. I get it. You guys want me to play right tackle or left tackle or anywhere else on this spot. But for right now, I believe we'd be better if you take the ball and run behind me, at right guard. And I think that will be his mindset heading into 2022 season. And we probably don't see Zach Martin play all the way up until he get 40. I'm letting you know that too. He ain't like those other guys that played when they 41, 42 and all of that. The time is ticking.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for calling in, man. What's your name, man?
I'm Daniel, man. Also known as D Rich. I'm actually calling from ATL.
ATL, man. I appreciate you so much, D Rich, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? So y'all get what I'm trying to say, man. All right, I got my guy Charles, and then I have Lady Jessica next. So Charles, you're live. Got a little delay on my button there.
Hey,
Charles, you're live. Yeah, everything's good, man. Talk to me.
The one thing that's killing me right now is this is the chance, the season for us to take advantage of it. And they want to kick Tyler Smith out to left tackle. When we drafted Tyron Smith, who had a bigger pedigree as a rookie, coming out of college,
right?
He didn't play left tackle the first year. We put him at right tackle,
right?
Because left tackle is a whole other animal at the NFL level. So he played right tackle. Doug Freed played left.
Yep.
In his second season, we moved him out to left. So kicking Tyler Smith out to left tackle, like Coach Marr said, could ruin the kid because half of this game is mental. And we've got $20 million. And if the Joneses do not make a move and go out and get a proven left tackle, they're fools. Because if we do that and we just keep the same four where they are, Smith at guard, Biadasz at center, Martin and Steele at right tackle, we'll be good to go. The defense is top-notch. Only thing is offensive line. and Terrence Steele does not play good on the left side. Last year was evidence of that. Plays good on the right, not on the left. So they're if they don't bring in somebody after everybody makes their cuts, bring in a veteran left tackle. He ain't got to be the best. He just got to be serviceable, decent. That'd be great. But if they kick Tyler Smith out to left tackle, man, I think it's going to be bad news. And the first two games are very pivotal. You know what I mean? Because the Eagles' first two games are pretty easy. And if we get behind the 8-ball quick, things can go downhill quick. So
No
the first
doubt.
two games are pivotal, and we need to bring in
No doubt, Charles.
left tackle.
I appreciate your assessment on that, and then I'll answer that. I'll give you my reply on the back end. Appreciate you for calling in, and be sure, man, y'all check out Charles' YouTube page. Let him let's
Charles
subscribe.
in Charge, Cowboys Sports Report. Yes, sir. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about him, baby? All right, so that's my guy Charles in charge. And before I let Lady Jessica on, I just have to tell you guys, it's not a one-size-fit-all, right? Just because you did for one doesn't mean that you got to do for the other. I truly believe that this team concept was a whole lot different when Tyron Smith first entered into the league. We have a different coaching staff now, and we have a whole different makeup of a team. And, yes, I recall that first year of Tyron Smith playing at right tackle. And I recall that offseason, Tony Romo banging on the table saying, hey, I can see from my right side. It's the left side that's bad. And I need to have Tyron Smith at that left side because I truly believe if it's something that we need to grow from, it need to be now. And they worked on that. And the Cowboys were doing all type of foolish stuff during that time frame as well. So I think that go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off, and you put Tyler Smith in at tackle. You already had multiple reps for Connor McGovern at left guard. Don't let those reps go for free. You put him at left guard. You kick Tyler Biadasz as that center, and you keep Zach Martin at right guard, and you have Terrence Steele. The only piece that you're changing, basically from last year, is Tyler Smith from Tyron Smith. I think that's continuity, at least on your right side, and you don't have to really be worrying about, okay, if this and that. I think that continuity goes a long way, and just put that new kid in as the left tackle. Now, if you want to have a lot of wholesale changes, you put 2 new guys out there, whether that be a Matt Walesko at left tackle, right? And you keep Tyler Smith at guard. Those are 2 new spots. I would rather have only 1 new spot versus 2 new spots, right? So let me know, would you guys rather have Matt Walesko, Tyler Smith, right? And then you have, I guess, Tyler Biotish, right? Would you rather have that new side as the left side, or would you rather have Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, who played left guard, got reps? There's nobody else on this team that can say, hey, I played left guard last year for the Cowboys. Nobody can say that outside of Connor McGovern. We got Lady Jessica from the 903. You live.
Hey, Lon. Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing? I don't understand why everybody keeps sitting up here panicking, and we ain't even seen our team put all stars play. We've seen our young players come in, and those young boys are showing us what they can do. You got Sam Williams. You had number 41. You had all those boys out there working their butt off trying to get on this team. We got Turner. Come on, man. Turner big time. Why is everybody up in this chat panicking and all this talking all this foolishness, and we ain't even seen our team play? I wish y'all would just be positive and look towards the goodness. Y'all did the same thing last year, especially when we got that young man at number 1. Y'all said he wasn't going to do no good. Michael Parsons. And I told y'all, don't judge a book by the cover. Stop judging these boys by the cover, man. Y'all seen them playing, and you haven't seen them play full potential. But when they get with those veterans, man, this team is going to be unstoppable. I just believe that, Law. Well, I don't understand is why people are sitting up here doubting. Y'all doubt all new people every year. And what do? They come and explode. Look at Tavon. Y'all keep not Tavon, Diggs.
Right.
Y'all sit there and say the same thing about Diggs. You said the same thing about Michael Parsons and a few more other people. Y'all sitting up here talking about Tyler Smith when he done went down. Y'all didn't see that young boy open up that hole for Turbin. How you think he got down the field all the time? Because that boy can move. That young Smith boy know what he's doing. Stop panicking.
Yo, I mean, you spitting the truth today, sister. Yes, indeed.
So it doesn't make any sense why everybody up here panicking and talking about moving people around. Stop talking about moving our people around. Leave those people where they are and just add the new people in where we need the new people at. And let them go out there and do what they're going to do. And shut y'all doubters up. That's what they're going to do. I'm just looking for an explosive year. I really am. I ain't trying to hold up nobody because my break about to be over. But, yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
The panicking needs to stop. Stop panicking, indeed. Please, people. PVO. How about them Cowboys? Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it. That's Lady Jessica for those who don't know. And relax, Cowboy Nation. Look, we haven't played a game yet, right? And we don't see, like Tampa Bay, they probably thinking like, man, shoot, we don't have ginseng. They missing another guard too or something like that with their offensive line. They're not fully equipped, right? Eagles are still trash. That's the true statement right there. He says we can't feed the kid to Shaq week 1. He has virtually 0 snaps. Was the most penalized tackle in BCS at Temple or Tulsa. Kick steal to left tackle. Ball to right tackle. Sign a vet for a discount price post week 1 and work him in. Hey, man, I feel what you're saying. Eagles are trash. But we heard the same story last year. And I think we went toe for toe with the Buccaneers with a Lyle Collins who was out of shape all offseason, right? And we had yet to see him play, and they were saying they're going to throw him out there against those Buccaneers. And on top of that, for a consolation prize, we also had Zach Martin to go down, and we had to throw in Connor McGovern with Tyler Biotis, who was, quote-unquote, pretty much a rookie basically last season, right? And Connor Williams. So we had big reservations. Our only staple piece was Tyron Smith last season against the opener on the Buccaneers on the road with a quarterback who didn't even throw a single pass in preseason. So that's where they line up. And one can argue that it went down to the last minutes of the game of us winning or losing the ball game to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And one can argue that the aficionados was just having the axe to grind with the Cowboys. But that's a story of another day. I'm not blaming the officials, right? We seen a big play gave up on Anthony Brown. I'm quite sure that it shouldn't happen this year. They don't have Antonio Brown over there anymore. So we'll find out, man. I think that the defense still will be the calling card. I get it if you have reservations on. Look, put it like this. Would you feel better if we had Charles Cross as our left tackle versus, let's say, a Tyler Smith as our left tackle? Because we got a chance to see what Charles Cross looked like last game, and he played for the Seattle Seahawks, but he's their starting left tackle. So should we feel better if we were able to draft Charles Cross versus Tyler Smith? I want to know, Cowboy Nation. Y'all just put that down in the chat. Eagles of Trash, appreciate you for another donation. You said Tulsa. I felt what you were saying though. And we got to at some point let these kids play. And that's right from the 9-10 you in.
Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. How about them, baby? Talk to me.
What's going on, Law?
Yeah, I can't complain. I'm in better mood this time than the last time you had called. You remember?
I know, boy. I was scared, boy. Thought you was gonna come through that phone. Had to put your hands on somebody.
Man, had to put the hands on.
Yeah, I didn't call to complain about nothing. I am so stoked and ready for the regular season to start. And one more thing that I wanted to put out there is that I want to give you your flowers, Law, because I couldn't do some of the stuff that you do when it comes to, what you do with Cowboys Nation. Because you have so many people that call you and they ask you a question, won't even let you answer the question, won't let you talk. You know what I'm saying? They'll answer their own question and then ask you the same question in another way, before you can even get a word out your mouth.
Right.
And then you have patience with, people with speech impediments and, you pick all the hype and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to tell you that Chargers game, that preseason Chargers game, I done watched that thing about 10 times because, man, that was a good video and it kept me hyped.
Yeah.
And it's fun and it's electric. And,
yeah.
I mean, you can just watch it over and over and over again. You're going to get the same feeling out of that video. But I just wanted to call and give you your flowers and tell people to please have your thoughts together when you call Law Nation, because he ain't got time to be sitting up here listening to y'all rambling. And call with some enthusiasm, because if it was me, I'd hang up on y'all calling up in here trying to sound sexy. You
next, you be like, next.
Yeah, And so thank you so much, Law. And let them hang, Cowboy Nation.
Y'all let them hang. That's Queen, man, right there. She's your queen to be. That's the only time I can hit that note, man, when she called, man. So that's Queen, man. You guys, man, she pumped up the room. It was some more super chats. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Owen says Cowboys will likely be okay, 14-3. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Keith says you could run or pass block when you had McGovern at left guard with this center. Do you trust McGovern to help both center and rookie at tackle? At this point, we got a week and a half, right? So we got to figure out something. And I truly believe that Tyler Biadasz, even though I like Farniak, however you say that man's name, is strength-wise a little bit better, you truly got to say to yourself, Tyler Biadasz got some experience with this defensive front, Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 1, right? And McGovern, he can say, well, I was in that game, but I was on the right side. Now I'm going to be on the left side. I got the majority of the snaps or the reps all off-season OTAs training camp. So I truly believe that this thing could work out. Now,
The conference has been locked.
I'm not saying that I got a mystery ball and I know everything, or however you say it, that ball, the crystal ball, that I know everything with that. I don't know. But offensive line at this point, you guys, let's go, baby. Let's go. I truly believe that Tyler Smith is better than Chaz Green, Byron Bell, Todd Nasucki. I believe that he's even better than Josh Ball at this point at left tackle. So let's not just look at this thing and say, all right, let's just not play this man because he didn't play or he didn't get a lot of snaps that we can know of in preseason and training camp. There could be some things that we go unseen. All right, let me go right here for the 336. You're live.
What's going on, All Nation?
Nothing to it, Chief. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. It's David from North Cackalack, man. Just wanted to say, the young ladies and coach, man, I agree with them, man. We don't need to panic, man. That's why they play the games on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
We got to see what's going to go on. We don't know what this young man can do. You know what I'm saying? So let's let it happen. Let it unfold. Let's not panic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy ourselves and let's see what's going on. And another thing, I was trying to figure out, like our center. Yeah, he know he's going up against these tough guys in Tampa Bay and Philadelphia. Why he ain't eating the peanut butter and lifting weights on the off season? And he know he been getting folded up like a lawn chair, like you would say.
Yeah.
Feel like you would want to beat yourself up. You know, you should be looking at tapes. I know, we look at tapes. You look at the tapes.
Yeah.
You should see yourself get folded up and be like, hey, man, I need to eat some peanut butter and get myself together and get a little bit stronger out here, you know. And
well, you better infuse some creatine in that peanut butter and get some Brazilian nuts as well.
I feel like you realize that I'm getting folded up, getting beat up out here. Let me get in the weight room. Let me get my weight up so I can, be productive out here. I watched that Philadelphia game, not just past week, but last week, man. I saw Jordan Davis. He was getting pushed around, man. I was like, shoot, we're gonna be all right. Like you said, though, I'd rather have him out there than Fletcher out there.
Yeah,
because he was tired. He was tired. He had his hands on his knee. He was getting whooped out there.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Yep. He did.
Right.
He did look a little tired out there. And look, I get it, man. Right now, this is the land of unknowns, right? This is the area where everybody's undefeated, even if you win or lose. I think Eastside Harrell right now probably think his team going to the Super Bowl because they undefeated in the preseason, So this is just how it goes, man. An Eastside Harrell team is the Texans, for those who don't know. But it's a situation where, as we will see week 1, what these guys can and can't do and how this team will truly look. But for right now, everything is fluff.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's like if we do pick up a left tackle, he got cut for a reason, like Coach said. For a reason he got cut. Unless you get somebody off the practice squad or, I thought about the cat from the Raiders. But shoot, he was first round pick last year, but if he got cut for a reason.
Yeah, he got cut for a reason.
So,
yep.
Right. So, I ain't going to hold you up, man. I appreciate you taking my call. I appreciate everything that you do, man. How about them Cowboys and for them Cowboy haters? Keep that big D out your mouth.
Yeah, but they like it. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. They like it, boy. They love it, baby. All right, I got my guy, Point Dexter, man. He's been waiting here in the wings, man. Right? What's good, man, from the 409?
Man, you're having a good time today, man. This is fun. Now, I want one of them drops. I want that ain't nobody come to see you, Otis, for Nate Newton.
Okay, I got you. Yes, indeed. I just got to pull them up, man. But, yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
But
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You know, that boy was right on it. God, no, where is that? I'm trying to look for it. Yeah, God, no, man. What about drop it, man?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm still looking for it, you know.
Okay, well, you keep
I'll keep looking for it while you talking, man.
All right. I love you some Nate Newton, man. But on
Big
the
Nate.
telecast, man, how you talked about that offensive line, man, that was just foul. That was foul. Now, one thing about the offensive line, you're going to have Steele and Martin on the right side, right?
I got it now,
And
though,
you're
Chief.
gonna
I got it right now.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I just played. You can't hear when I play that drop, though. But yeah.
okay.
But I was like, man, I was looking for it, man. But go ahead with it now.
Okay, I love me some Nate Newton. But this offensive line is going to be great, man. It's going to be just great. The thing about the offensive line, it is the same thing with everything on the offense. It's the scheme that you're doing.
Yeah.
When you start getting these big boys to pushing, you got McGovern and Tyler on the left side, and you got Martin and Steele on the right side, and they're going to run this ball, man. And when you got that defensive end over on the left side, it's just like anything else. You scheme for him. You chip him. You run at him. You run away from him. You do all these different things. You don't set that man out there on the island. You don't just set him out on the island. You make that dude on the other end work. You chip him. You send backs at him. You chip him with tight ends. It's all about the scheme. Everybody doesn't have an all-pro offensive line. I don't think nobody really has an offensive line that has, 2, 3 all-stars on it? You'd be happy if you got one star on your offensive line. And it's all about the scheme. And if you running I can't wait to see this game, man. I can't wait to see who's going to get cut. I hope Story Jackson makes the squad, at least the practice squad.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm getting hyped, man. And just like the lady said, Queen Jessica, we need to have some energy. I don't need that panic button. I'm not pushing no panic button. I'm looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to this season.
Let me press that pedal when they smashing it, man. But here's the thing, though, and I have to tell people, even when we had a healthy Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, as well as Travis Frederick, right? How many Super Bowls we got with those guys? Look, can you help me out?
There we go.
Zero. So people having a healthy offensive line don't mean that you're going to go to the playoff back-to-back, because even with those boys healthy at their peak, we haven't went to multiple back-to-back playoff times. So I want people to back away and let people know that, hey, just because you got healthy guys doesn't mean you're going straight to the playoffs or the Super Bowl.
And it's a stat that I know, and I want to give it to Eastside Herald. I don't think no team won a Super Bowl that was undefeated in the preseason. I've heard that, and I think that is true. We can get the people to check it out and make sure, but I don't think nobody that's undefeated in the preseason won a Super Bowl. I think that. I think I read it, and I think it's still true today. So tell Eastside Herald, being undefeated in the preseason does not mean the Super Bowl.
Yes, indeed. So with that being said, man, for Eastside Herald,
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, Poindexter. That's my guy, man. Shout out to you, fam.
Hey, I got to do it, right?
I already know.
How about them Cowboys?
That's my guy right there, man. All right, man. Hey, Eastside, man, we just picking at you, man. Your team going to the Super Bowl, man. Your team going to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Texans versus the Cowboys, man, for the 2022 season, right? In the Super Bowl, man. I can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be a Texas affair, right? And I would love for that to happen, though, by the way. Hey, Eastside, man, we love you, man. Come on, man. We just missed you last year, man. Come on, man. We glad that you back over here, man. Because I knew that the moment that the Texans start winning, I knew that I can pen on the Eastside, man. I know he's going to be start calling in now. He's going to be... Oh, my gosh, man. I got Banks here, man, that's been waiting from the 757. You're live, Banks.
Law, what's going on, man?
Nothing to it, Chief, man. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm with you, man. Everybody talking about move this person here, move this person there. No, that's not the answer.
Right.
Too many, somebody learning this or getting used to this spot, on the offensive line. Just if other teams can draft a left tackle or just say offensive lineman period and bring them in and start them day one, we can do the same thing.
Right.
And we've seen rookies come in and start day one and be great. You know what I mean? So, give Tyler Smith a chance. And I think the Cowboys plan is coming into play. And I think that's what they had planned all along.
You took the words right out of my mouth because we've been doing some sneaky stuff since we had my guy, the big boy, Coach McCarthy. We've been doing some weird stuff like taking numbers off of jerseys, cutting practice, zooming in and stuff. So just different, man. They probably been saying, you know what?
Yeah.
We know that Tyron Smith can't play every game, and we're going to just play it off.
Yeah.
We're just going to play it off. And remember his first presser about Tyler Smith, he was saying he's only playing on the left side. He tried to keep a close lip to it about not showing his hand. This could be a conspiracy all the way, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I think they knew. And we know if you as a fan didn't come in here thinking, hey, Tyron Smith can play the whole season, then I don't know where you been at. Because I came here when I started, when he got injured, I said, I said, well, I knew. I wasn't even surprised. Right. So, I think this was the Cowboys plan all along. Like within the last hour, I don't know if you look, a few Cowboys insiders, Michael Gilkin and them, man, I seen the Cowboys' expected line is to be, because Tyler Smith coming back to practice today, is Tyler Smith. And a couple other people tweeted it. The expected line today, I guess they heard it, is Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern. Of course, everybody at their original spot, pretty much.
Everybody else,
so,
see, we be on it, man. We be on. I kind of figured that because I said the only thing that will be different is Tyron Smith. Because they gave multiple reps for. I was like, man, why they keep? I was mad one episode, and I said, why they keep putting Connor McGovern at left guard? Why? That could be it, man. Yeah, you right on the money. I appreciate you for telling me that, man. Let me retweet it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you could, you check it out, man. It's up there.
Yep, I just retweeted. I see it. It's right there in print. And those boys, they couldn't wait to get it out, right? We wish that they'd have said this week one. I'm quite sure that Mike McCarthy like, damn, man, I got to give these boys this information. But
yeah.
Yeah.
So I seen it, man. So I guess all the ideas and contemplating, kind of, you can stop doing it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
exactly like this.
I'm talking about the fans doing that.
No, I feel you. Yeah, it's gonna be that lineup.
Yeah.
And my only thing is, if it was a different world, my only weak spot now. My guy Tyler Smith, he's gonna have to. It's gonna take him a few games now. He ain't gonna be perfect.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But do what he does great at, and that's running. Right, you run the ball with him. Just run on that left side.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, Tyler Smith and Connor McGovern, you could run. You can run behind those two boys.
Oh yeah,
you can run behind
definitely
them.
Can.
Shoot,
Definitely can.
Yes,
yeah, I mean that's with all the 12 personnel and stuff we've been running. In the preseason, that's looking like the way they're going and focus on running the ball. So
you know what I do, Banks? I would literally have a package whereas to the left of Tyler Smith is 48, right? And he blocks so nasty. I was looking at this, of course, it's preseason. And then if you go with your 12 look, you can literally put Schultz on the side where Terrence Steele at. That gives you a unique package where it's both sides because Terrence Steele ain't no one to sneeze at when running the ball. And that just gives you straight up nastiness. I know Dalton Schultz, people been talking about his blocking, what have you, but in a passing situation, that can be a vertical route for him or a post route, post pattern. He can do so many things with this lineup, man, if they go 12 personnel. I like it, man.
Definitely, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I see it.
No doubt, man.
But yeah, man, that's all I got for you, man. Hey, how about them Cowboys?
How about
Let
them,
them
man?
hang.
Let them hang, man. Banks brought the information, man. Banks gave me the breaking news over there.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
So I want you guys to just take a look at this, man, and look at the nastiness Terrence Steele brought out there. So the nastiness will be there. Now you got nastiness on both sides. Now, if they call some holding penalties and things like that, I mean, it's granted. That's going to be given. But let me let the last caller, Montana, in. Montana, you're live.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, my guys?
Nothing to it, Chief, man. Talk to me, man. Break it down like a fraction, because I know you're going to do it.
Oh, no, man. I just want people to understand, look, man, the Cowboys going to be all right. They still going to be a playoff team. I mean, with or without Tyron Smith. Everybody should have known Tyron Smith was going to be a problem.
Right.
He has been for the past 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I was probably one of the only guys who was ready to move on from, the Dez Bryants, the Cole Beasleys, the Jason Wittens, the Tyron Smiths. It's just time for Tyron to go ahead and hang it up, call it. It's going to be younger guys that, coming in the league that's playing similar to Tyron Smith. Unfortunately, Dallas is not going to be able to pick a lot of those guys up because a lot of those guys are going to be first-round draft picks, and I expect my guys, to at least make the playoffs and make some noise in the playoffs. I'm not one of those, Cowboy fans that's Super Bowl every year. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'll be realistic with myself, I just don't see a Super Bowl while Steven is running the show. I just don't see it. But outside of that, Cowboy fans, man, like your own team. Stop out here over boosting guys that's not on your team. Stop over boosting these players that have one good year.
Right.
We need to see this consistent years in and out. Dak has been consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Jamar Chase, he had one good year. He was a rookie. No one had film on him. We're going to see what he do in year 2. Joe Burrow, he's a good guy. He's a good quarterback, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, yo, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread off of 1 year.
For one
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people out here keep over boosting this Justin Herbert when Buddy haven't even made a playoff.
Preach. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we see what the Cowboys got. Dak is the future. The future is no longer the NFL. It's basically the NCAA NFL. This is what it's going to be. This is what the future is becoming. Guys are faster, smarter, stronger, bigger. It's not this old powerhouse run game NFL no more. No. You got defensive tackles out here running 4.4s.
Shoot,
so
Sam
I
Williams.
just want the Cowboy fans to stop over boosting guys that's only doing it for one season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say Turpin go out there and he gets 3 touchdowns in one season. That doesn't mean he's a Deion Sanders.
Oh, yeah. I feel you on that. Yeah, I see exactly where you're going. That's even within the same team. Yeah. Because they were saying that last year when I said, man, hey, I like Diggs, but he ain't prime, man. Come on, y'all. And they had a guy
like Diggs is nice. He's nice. But it's also one season. I want to see Diggs do this in and out. Don't get it twisted. I love Parsons.
Right.
Now, I wasn't too high on the pick because I'm a Big Ten guy.
Right,
I watched Parsons get pumped. I watched Parsons struggle. I watched Parsons look bad. Parsons did not jump off the field at Penn State. He was not special at Penn State. He was an average-ass linebacker at Penn State.
Yeah, you the only see. That's why you're a real one, man. You the only guy that admit it, you know. But see, this is different between you and most of these other guys. You see, some people they would rather be right than wrong, and they would hate Parsons for the rest of his career here. You know what I'm saying? They would never say, hey, I was wrong about my assessment. Now, man, the dude turned the corner. He got in with Coach Dan Quinn. Look what he's doing now. Now we see that 4.3 speed manifest itself into greatness.
Yeah.
You see, but some Cowboy fans they would rather look at it and be like, I'd rather be right, and say that man he's going to be trash. Right. Just wait and see. You know.
Correct.
I love it, man.
You know what? I'm glad Parsons is doing well. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Parsons is doing the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want to know any other way.
Right, but you gonna say, hey, do it again, right? You gonna be like, hey, do it again.
Yes,
right.
I need you to do it this year.
Yeah.
Not just last year. I need it this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, a lot of Cowboy fans, they so ready to cut guys just off of off of a bad showing. Like, okay, Nashawn Wright didn't look too good in the preseason. Doesn't mean that the man might not ball out in the season.
Big facts.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop trying to cut guys that may help your team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of guys is just overrated guys, off of one season. I just want Cowboy fans to just relax, man. Just chill out. Just chill out, man, because the 80%ers is the reason why Cowboys get a lot of bad flack, man. It's not guys like me, you, Boss, and a couple other folks out here, but, the mass majority is they get the most looks. So all I'm saying is it's going to be a good season, man. Cowboys, they going to struggle. They going to take their lumps. Don't get it twisted. They're not going undefeated. The Cowboys will lose games that they're not supposed to lose.
No doubt.
That's just been the Cowboy way as far as me watching the Cowboys as long as I have been. Other than that, man, go Cowboys, man. Just get ready for this week next week. We gonna give Tom Brady some early retirement cake next week. So we just gonna keep it there, man.
No
go
doubt,
Cowboys,
man.
Have a good evening.
That's my guy right there, man. Put it together for Montana. Y'all see him, man, in the chat all the time. And what he was saying is like his production levels for as Parsons was average. But when you start looking at like what he did as far as his speed, his 40 time and everything, he jumped out of the film. I mean, he jumped out on the film because what a lot of people did with Parsons, oh, man, this dude ran a 4.3. Let me go back and watch this tape. Oh, hooked the flat. He was able to close in on that. Oh, he's able to cover too. So that what made Parsons unique, right? And, of course, he opted out last year when he was in college, what have you, for the C-19 year, which could be a good thing for him too, right? Fresh Parsons, dude physically gifted and athletic. I mean, he's doing things that we can only dream of, and put it like this, he wouldn't have went 12th in the NFL if people saw what he did last year. But that's why people had their reservations. They said, man, linebacker running a 4.3, I don't know if that can translate, right? And now other linebackers that's now getting drafted because they are physically fast or physically athletic, they need to thank Parsons, right? Because people trying to catch lightning in the bottle again, right? But I doubt if Nick Bonito is going to be like a Parsons. I doubt it if any of, what's the other little fast little defensive guy, linebacker that was drafted because of his speed. I forgot his name. It's the tip of my tongue. Could be Nick Bonito, but it was somebody else. But that's a story of another day, man. I don't want to
Goodbye.
dive deep too much into that. Cowboy Nation, this was a wonderful show. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to the mods, man, for holding it down. Shout out to those who subscribe to this channel, those who shared this content. I really appreciate you guys so much. And it is, as Isaiah Simmons, yeah, he was drafted before Parsons, but I feel you. Isaiah Simmons was one of those guys, too, that's physically, oh my gosh, now you got me thinking. Isaiah Simmons, man, he was a good guy. He was a really good guy. But it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. I don't want to dive into that. But appreciate Cowboys Experience, too. Let's listen to this right quick before we go.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza, making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
817-888-1726. I want you guys to be there. Call that number. Book your tickets. Book for your tickets or what have you. We got an unbelievable show week 1, and we got a guy that a lot of people say look like Parsons. That's going to be at the event. I ain't going to say his name. You know, we ain't going to drop no names, but you guys can do your own thing over there to assume who it's going to be. But I can't wait to see you guys out there at the event. Go ahead and book your tickets. Call that number, and we're going to have not just a good time. We're going to have a great time, Cowboy Nation. If I offended anyone today, charge it to my head, not my heart. You know how it goes. It's football, right?
What is your profession?
Come on. Let's go, baby.
Are you not entertained?
Let's get it, baby. And we got some things that we're going to talk about down the line. Cut day is right around the corner. It's literally people are walking and trailing the floor so much that they probably walk a hole in the ground, right? This is where moments are born, right? Opportunities are granted. And I know it's a good feeling to know that your name is already on that list and you don't have to trail the floors. But can you imagine that person that narrowly gets in and they have that mindset that, hey, shoot, I'm in now. My neighbor said this once before. Once you in, you in. Out. It was saying about some things that's close to us, right? Can't name it, but that analogy means a lot. Once you in, you in. Out. And these guys got to feel that this moment can't be too big for them. They got to know that, hey, when it's all said and done, they want to lift that Lombardi trophy. They were going to be the ones that say, hey, Mama, Pookie, Ray, this is what we did, right? The legacy is starting this week, well, next week, actually. If there's one thing a man should always do, it's mainly to himself be true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turns hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I will roll with brother. How about those Cowboys? The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take a decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those man, no man should call a friend, because they bend lives around the truth until it meets their end. Write that down, Cowboy Nation, and also understand that failure, it meets and it greets everyone. But what if I told you success is failure turned inside out, and you have the opportunity to turn this thing inside out, Cowboy Nation? You see, the journey begins now. That's right, Kelly Price. Yes. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, If you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind for it, if you will simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty or famish or fame, or sickness or body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want. Tyler Smith, if you hold it down and keep your mind together, it's dogging and grim, and besiege and beset it. Left tackle, you will get it. He will. That's the lineup, baby. Cowboys starting offensive lineman week 1, Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, Tyler Biotish, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. That's your starting lineup, Cowboy Nation. Week 1, they gonna protect Dak Prescott. What if I told you, like Ripley's, believe it or not, run the ball. Now he got options, baby. Jerry Jones said he had choices. Well, now you got options to run it right or left. You got some maulers, some dogs, some man that's really ready to put it all on the line. I can't wait to see it, Cowboy Nation, and I hope you guys are ready
What is
to.
your profession? Are you not entertained? Are you not
Let's go,
entertained?
baby.
This is Sparta!
Let's get it, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Down, boy, down. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. I'm out. Peace. Roll those credits, baby. Let's go.
You could not live with your own failure.
Let's run it up, baby. Let's run it all the way up. Lean forward, haters.
I just wanna run it up.
Come on, baby.
Kinda check or something. I've been really in the field,
Let the doubters doubt. That's what they do.
You ain't lying. I've been really in the field.
Nobody coming to see you, boys.
I just wanna run it up.
Come on, lock in, baby.
I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
That right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole.
I love it.
Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside.
Blues is your ally.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still say
I've got balls of steel.
when I play, charge it to
Come on.
the game.
Haters, open wide. Suck. Let's go. Come on. Hey.
Again.
Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more
Come
to
on.
me.
Hey.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's
Ghost
nothing
Face
really
Triller.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it too legit.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have
Again.
to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Hey.
Count that too, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah,
I was born in it.
I just be off the dome.
Hey.
I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones.
Yeah.
I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Who panic, man?
Lately, I just wanna
low-key, he on me with it, huh?
Lately, I just want to run it up.
Hey, what's good with y'all, man? All right, we up out of here. And let's continue to run it up, baby. Come on. Hey. Boom. Who gonna tear them scissors? You lean forward, right? Get out of there. All right, slap them scissors out.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in. Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save a last bite for you.
And you.
For you. Ooh. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
Don't let them hit you, baby.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Could I be your player too? I'll follow.
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud
Whatever you do, player too. 7 years of a perfect love. 7 more and another one.
And another one.
Why, this
Another one.
No, he's good. That motherfucker don't miss, man. He's good. In the heat of battle, he don't miss. In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
All in one. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
Come on, baby.
You know it's dangerous.
Shout out to the 88 Cutlass. Lincoln Continental.
Lights hit you. Can I be your player too?
I follow.
Wherever you go.
Martinez says Cowboys never beat Brady. Okay. And Sam Williams never lost to Tom Brady, huh?
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns.
Paper crane can fly. Then really doesn't feel that far. So far. So
I love bending stats around to fit your narrative, right? I love it. Come on.
feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Let's get on up out of here, baby.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough,